Gentlemen, please be seated. The event is about to start in a while. Okay. Good evening, gentlemen. Please be seated. We are about to start the event in a while. Honorable guests, enterprising speakers from the industry, patrons, sponsors, fellow TEFians, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to our second technical seminar on the Legal Awareness Program for NRIs conducted by TEF 2025. We are thrilled to have such an esteemed gathering of experts, enthusiasts, and learners under one roof, all driven by a shared passion for technology and innovation. To start the event, I request you all to rise for the invocation of Tamil Thai Valthu, a lyrical tribute to our motherland.
Thank you all. Please be seated. We have an amazing lineup of informative sessions for you today, followed by an inspirational story from a champion athlete from our homeland. We are starting this evening with a session on Legal Awareness Program for NRIs by Mrs. A.S. Divya, advocate in the Madras High Court. In this session, Advocate Divya will discuss the challenges in navigating legal matters, especially for NRIs who may need to deal with property issues, taxations, inheritance laws, or other legal aspects back home in India. Later on, we'll have a presentation on valve visionaries, innovators shaping the future of flow control, which will be presented by Mr. Vijay Kumar Budlani, Chief Officer, Technical Sales, Mrs. Demla. In this session, Mr. Vijay Kumar will introduce the latest advancement in valves and flow control technology, helping us understand the latest innovations and industry's best practices. Finally, we will conclude the night with a very inspiring story of Mr. Jnana Segran, the champion athlete from Tamil Nadu, who won the gold medal in 1978 Asian Games and the coveted Arjuna Award the following year. Sharing his journey with us will be the man himself, who has come all the way from Tamil Nadu. On behalf of Tamil Nadu Engineers Forum, I extend a warm welcome to our distinguished speakers and all.
I am delighted to inform you that TEF is commemorating its 26th year, accompanied by the celebration of TEF's flagship events, the 9th Engineering Excellence Awards, EEA, and the 16th Technological Innovation Conference and Exposition, TICE, scheduled to take place on October the 9th, 2025. Your participation is eagerly anticipated, and your involvement will contribute to the success of this significant event. At this juncture, on behalf of TEF 2025, we would like to thank all our sponsors whose continuous support propels the successful journey of TEF. We thank our event sponsor, Al Belad Capital, General Trading and Construction Company. Also, we thank our presenting sponsor, KMMC, Golden Palm, and Nori. We thank our platinum sponsors, Sadco, Koof, TransW, Aldora, and Al Arfaj Engineering. We also thank our gold sponsors, Acme, Petroleum Services Company, AGTC, Bergen Bank, Al Mullah Exchange, Eagle Bergman, and Mahata Trading. Finally, we thank our silver sponsors, EDAC, GTC, Gulfspic, Oltec, and Sarona Bhavan. We are also pleased to announce that Shifa Al Jazeera Fahil is joining us as our official health partner for our TEF 2025 events.
Dear TEFians and guests, I am pleased to announce that TEF stands as the sole ISO 9001-2015 certified non-profit engineering organization in our executes all its programs with utmost professionalism, prioritizing the safety of both its members and partners. In this request,
in this hall. We have an exit on the left side of the hall and on the right side. As we are all assembled in the third floor, it's advisable to use the staircase in case of any emergency. In the eventuality of any unexpected incident, please remain calm and follow the instructions given by the MC and the TEF committee members. Now let us all watch a video featuring the safety moment of the day.
Can you spot the person who isn't safe? If you keep our minds safe too.
External factors, understanding how to handle it can profoundly impact our overall well-being. To effectively handle stress, please consider doing the following on a regular basis: breathing exercise, meditation, yoga, and finally walking. Wishing you all a safe evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Sindhil, for sharing some ideas on an important topic. As dedicated members of the TEF community, our unwavering commitment to value addition remains at the core of our mission. In every program, we strive to enrich our members by sharing insights from the revered Tirukkural, a timeless treasure cherished by Tamilians worldwide. I extend a warm invitation to Engineer Satish Kumar to impart the Kural of the day and its meaning.
அனைவருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கம். இன்றைய குறள் அதிகாரம் 99 பண்புடைமை. குறள் எண் 992. அன்புடைமை ஆன்ற குடி பிறத்தல் இவ்விரண்டும் பண்புடைமை என்னும் வழக்கு. பொருள்: எல்லாரிடமும் அன்புள்ளவனாக வாழ்வது, உலகத்தோடு ஒத்து வாழும் குடும்பத்தில் பிறந்திருத்தல், இவை இரண்டும் பண்புடைமை என்னும் நல்ல வழிகளாகும். மீனிங் இன் இங்கிலீஷ்: gentle kin and kindliness combined constitute courtesy. Thank you.
thank you, Engineer Satish. Now it's time for the formal welcome address. I request Engineer Vadivelan to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to this second technical seminar and legal awareness programs for NRIs. A forum, TEF 2025, a forum dedicated to fostering technical excellence and innovation in our field. At the outset, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to our esteemed committee members whose dedication and meticulous planning have made this event possible. Your commitment to knowledge sharing and professional development is truly commendable. A special thanks to all our sponsors whose generous support has enabled us to organize this seminar at the highest standards. Your contributions are invaluable in 2025 success in promoting continuous learning and industry advancement. We are also privileged to have with us distinguished special guests and speakers who bring a wealth of expertise and insights. We welcome Advocate Mrs. Divya from Madras High Court, who has come all the way from Chennai to share her expertise on legal awareness for NRIs. Next, we welcome our technical speaker for today, Mr. Vijay Kumar Budulani, Chief Officer, Technical Sales, Dumbla, who will be sharing his experience on the topic Valve Visionaries, Innovators Shaping the Future of Flow Control. Also, we extend our hearty welcome to a champion athlete from our homeland, Mr. R. Gnanasegaran, gold medalist, Asian Games 1978 and an Arjuna awardee. Your presence here today not only adds immense value to our discussions, but also reinforces the importance of bridging technical knowledge and improving physical health. I also extend a warm welcome to all TEF 2025 members whose unwavering support and dedication have been instrumental in making all our events a success. I also welcome our volunteers whose efforts behind the scenes and on the ground truly makes a difference, and we deeply appreciate your contributions. Today's presentations are designed to address critical aspects, providing a platform for meaningful discussion and knowledge exchange. As professionals, staying informed about both technological developments and legal implications is crucial for enduring compliance, efficiency, and innovation in our industry. I encourage all participants to engage actively, ask questions, and make the most of the opportunity to learn from our esteemed speakers. Let this seminar and presentation serve as a catalyst for informed decision making and professional growth. Once again, thank you all for being here. Let's have an insightful and productive session ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Vadivelan, for your earnest welcome address. Now it's time to move into the technical seminars. Our first session will be presented by Mrs. Divya, advocate in Madras High Court. Now I would like to invite Engineer Pandian to introduce our speaker, Mrs. Divya.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to introduce Ms. Divya. Ms. Divya is a BL from Prestige School of Excellency in Law, Tamil Nadu, Dr. Ambedkar University. Further, she pursued her ML and specialized in business law in Tamil Nadu and Dr. Ambedkar Law University, Chennai. She was also the 4th rank holder in English for the batch 2018 and to 2011 at the University of Madras. Ms. Divya has a broad legal background with about 12 years legal experience in handling diverse civil and criminal legislation. She has a unique combination and a rich experience in civil and criminal laws, arbitration, rights, and defending both the central and the state government. She is also well versed in scrutinizing the title document for legal opinions, proven ability to logically and effectively analyze status, case laws, and factual data. Also, Ms. Divya is well versed with property law, insurance law, and banking law. Also, she is holding a lot of positions like legal advisor and head of the internal committee in various departments. She is a former legal advisor at the Sri Shankarlal Sundarbai Shashun Jain College of Women, Chennai. Head of the internal committee for POSH, the Sexual Harassment at Workplace Act 2013 at Sri Shankarlal Sundarbai Shashun Jain College of Women. And legal advisor and head of the internal committee for POSH, the Sexual Harassment at Workplace of Atulya Assisted Living Private Limited. Also legal advisor at Rapo Private Limited. She is currently practicing at the Madras High Court, appearing in all matters before the High Court, rights, appeals, revisions, suits, and original petition, both civil as well as criminal and copyright matters. She is assuring in a rendering opinion to the state of Tamil Nadu under Senior Advocate and Additional Advocate General at the High Court of Madras. With a big round of applause, we welcome Ms. Divya and share her expertise of the audience. Thank you.
Hello.
குவைத் வாழ் அனைத்து தமிழ் அழகல் அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Can I have a வணக்கம் back? அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். I feel privileged standing before an intellectual crowd today evening, and I thank everyone who has given this opportunity to me. Educating the intellects is a real challenge in today's scenario. So, my presentation of today is going to not be very, very technical, because I don't think the technical aspects do not tailor everybody. Everybody's need is going to be totally different. Mr. A will have a problem, Mr. B will have a problem. So I'm not here to give solutions uniform, since the solutions are not the same. But I am going to throw light into topics which I think are important to all the non-resident Indians here. So my first topic is going to be about NRIs. Then we are going to deal about culture and law. Since India is unity in diversity, we have a lot of culture, we have a lot of customary practices, the challenges law face. It's like you fly from Kuwait to India, you enter into a state, you contest a case, and you say that this is law, but the order is going to be quite different because of the customary practices over there. That is the real challenge today. After that, I am going to give answers to the questions which has already been given to me. All right? Or yes, keglama. I think we can interact. Can I have a yes a little louder? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Can I be in English? Will that be fine? Bilingual? Yeah, sure. Okay. Just for knowledge purpose, I am just asking you a question. What do you think law is all about? What is law? What is law? Sorry? All right. All right. These are all adjectives of law. But what exactly is law? We all, as you all are technicians who study science, when we join schools of law, we study the science of law. They tell us law is the dictate of reason. What your reason says is right, that is law. What human mind says is right, that is law. இந்த உலகம் உருவான பொழுது மனிதனுக்கு எது சரி என்று பட்டதோ அதுதான் சட்டமானது. ஒரு கூட்டு மனிதர்களுக்கு எது சரி என்று பட்டதோ அதுதான் சட்டமானது. Right? So what is dictate of reason is law. What is law? How in India, what do you think is sovereign? In India, I am very particular. I am going to talk legality of India only, in spite of we being in a different place. This place is going to talk about only legality of India only. What do you think is sovereign in India? First of all, what is sovereign? Any answer? Sovereign? Sovereign is the supreme-most power, sir. Something which is supreme in a nation is called as sovereign. So what is sovereign in India? In India, the people of India are sovereign. According to the Constitution of India, the people of India are the sovereign most. And we call somebody representing the people of India are only our representatives, public servants. That's all. According to the Constitution, we are sovereign. So coming to the next slide. So who is a lawyer? What do you think? Who is a lawyer? இங்க நான் மட்டும் தான் லாயரா? இல்லை யாராவது இருக்கீங்களா? எனிபடி எனக்கு கொஞ்சமாக லா தெரியும். இப்போல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு டாக்டர்கிட்ட இல்லை ஒரு லீகல் ப்ராக்டிஷனர்கிட்ட போகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி கூகுள் பார்த்துடுறோம். இது கரெக்டான்னு கேட்டுடுறோம். செக் பண்ணிடுறோம். So once you know even very little of law, you are all lawyers. So after 15-20 minutes, I think I am creating a batch of lawyers. அப்போ நான் யார்? Who am I? I am an advocate. I carry a degree in law. I enroll myself in a bar association which empowers me to appear on behalf of several people who want to litigate their right, who want to emphasize their right, who are victimized. So I'm just appearing on behalf of them. But all of you all are lawyers. யாருக்கெல்லாம் law தெரியுமோ, சின்னதோ பெருசோ தெரியுமோ, எல்லாருமே lawyers தான். இப்போ அக்ரி பண்ணுறீங்களா எல்லாரும் lawyers-னு? All non-resident Indian lawyers. Yeah, nice to hear. ஸோ இப்போ வந்து உங்களோட ரைட்ஸுக்கு போயிடுவோம். Non-resident Indians. So where this terminology comes does not have a definition at all. We have to accept that. Law வந்துட்டிங்கன்னா definition தான், எல்லாத்துக்குமே definition தான். Definition மாறி இருக்குனாவே கேஸ் நிற்காது, அவ்வளோதான். So what is the definition of NRI? Which act carries the definition of NRI? There is nothing which carries the definition of NRI. So the Citizenship Act, the Constitution of India, exclusively deals about citizens. But NRA யார் define பண்ணுறா? Who is defining an NRA ன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா Income Tax Act. When it comes to financials, the country wants to decide who is an NRA. Somebody who does not stay in a country more than 182 days in a financial year, from April to March, in a financial year, you are only there around 182 days, they call you an NRA. Consolidated ஒரு 4 years நீங்கள் 365 days தான் இருக்கீங்க, 4 வருஷத்துக்கு சேர்த்துனா நீங்கள் வந்து NRI. ஸோ என்னென்ன ரீசன்ஸ்க்காக NRIs இருக்காங்க அப்படின்றத பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, one thing is they go for employment, they go for business opportunities, or the other thing is they go for vocational purposes, or they want to do something somewhere else but they are still Indians. They visit India frequently. They do not fall under other categories. அந்த PIO, CIs அதெல்லாம் citizenship ரெனன்ஸ் பண்ணாமல் இருக்கிறது, அந்த மாதிரி they go into all these categories. They are called as NRIs. So which are the acts which are going to deal about it is, one is the Income Tax Act. The other act which defines an NRI is this Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. And the Foreign Exchange Regulation Act is very, very crucial when it comes to NRIs. Investments போகிறவங்களுக்கு these acts are crucial, and falling into trap of that act is very, very easy. ஸோ இன்கம் டேக்ஸ் ஆக்ட் எதை பற்றி பார்டர் பண்ணுது அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, உங்களோட ஸ்டேட்டஸ், நீங்கள் வந்து ரெசிடெண்ட்டாக நான் ரெசிடெண்ட்டான்னு பார்டர் பண்ணுறது வந்து இன்கம் டேக்ஸ் ஆக்ட். பட் ஃபெரா எதை பற்றி பார்டர் பண்ணுது அப்படின்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, உங்களோட இன்டென்ஷன், நீங்கள் எதுக்காக வெளியில் போயிருக்கீங்க, இவர் அங்கே போய் என்ன பண்ணிகிட்ருக்காரு, இது இவரோட இன்டென்ஷன் என்ன, இவரோட இன்டென்ஷன், உங்கள் மைண்டோட இன்டென்ஷனை பொறுத்து they decide you as to an NRI or not. That's all. ஃபெராவோட ஒர்க் அதான். ஸோ ஐம் கம்மிங் டு திஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் கான்செப்ட். இண்டியன்ஸுக்கு மட்டும் அரவுண்ட் 1951 இண்டியன்ஸுக்காக மட்டுமே a constitution of India was enacted. A brilliant committee was enforcing it and enacting it. They took a lot of time, meticulous time. Great leaders went to several nations. நிறைய பார்ட்ஸ்க்கு நிறைய வேலை பார்த்துருப்பாங்க. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், உங்களுக்கு வந்து கான்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்லேயே ரொம்ப முக்கியமான அந்த கான்ஸ்டிடியூஷனோட உயிர் நாடின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. வெரி இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் பார்ட் எதுன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பார்ட் 3, that is called as fundamental rights. The word by itself will teach you, will tell you what is fundamental right. This right cannot be infringed at all. இந்த ரைட் உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஆர்டிக்கல் 12 ஆரம்பித்து ஆர்டிக்கல் 35 வரைக்கும் இருக்கும். நான் ஏன் இவ்வளோ எம்ஃபசைஸ் பண்ணுறேன் அப்படின்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, ஒன்லி எக்ஸப்ட் இண்டியன்ஸ் who are in India, NRIஸ்க்கு மட்டும்தான் ஃபண்டமெண்டல் ரைட் இருக்குது. வேறு யாருக்குமே இந்த ஃபண்டமெண்டல் ரைட் கிடையாது. ஓசிஏயாக இருக்கலாம், ஃபாரினராக இருக்கலாம், பிஐஓவாக இருக்கலாம், இல்லை ரெனன்சியேட் பண்ணிட்டு போயிருக்கலாம், இந்தியாவிலே இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு ஃபாரினராக இருக்கலாம், யாருக்குமே கிடையாது. ஒன்லி இண்டியன்ஸ், இந்தியாவை தவிர the privilege of having this fundamental right vests with NRIs. So when you're traveling to India, your fundamental right is violated. You need not wait in a queue in a district court, in a magistrate court, in a high court. You can directly step into the Supreme Court stating that my fundamental right is violated. And Supreme Court cannot say that your fundamental right is not violated. Director, I think many of you know about writs. So directly you go and say that my fundamental right, which is right to equality, right to employment, right against untouchability, right to reservation, and further, there are lots of rights. When you read from Article 12 to Article 35, the set of these articles, violation of these articles, definitely leads to breach of fundamental rights in India only. If the breach anadum, you can directly step into the Supreme Court. Matter of 2-3 days, it will be decided. So I just want to say that all these rights, voting rights, constitutional rights, I think until 2010, the Representative of People's Act, அது மூலியமாக தான் இந்த எலெக்ஷன்ஸில் நிற்கிறது, கண்டெஸ்ட் பண்ணுறது அதெல்லாம் நடக்கும். அது வந்து பார் பண்ணி வச்சுருந்தாங்க என்ஆர்ஐஸ் ஓட் பண்ணுறதுக்கும் எலெக்ஷனில் நிற்கிறதுக்கும். Now you have the complete right to contest in elections. You are exempted from paying tax and you have the right to purchase properties subject to RBI regulations. You need not have a visa. You need not have permissions to enter into India. You can enter any time into India. You can exit any time out of India. And then you can, your investments, you can have immovable properties, once again subject to RBI regulations, once again subject to FERA regulations. You can have deposits. So we have just seen a brief of what NRIs are all about. நான் ஏன் இந்த கஸ்டம்ஸை பற்றி பேசுகிறேன் அப்படின்றது ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்ட்டான ஒரு டாப்பிக்காக என்ஆர்ஐ கம்யூனிட்டி முன்னாடி why I am looking into this customary practices is like I would like to remind you all that the nation we all belong to has a customary practice of more than thousands of years. So ஒரு போஸ்ட் இண்டிபெண்டன்ஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் 1947க்கு அப்புறம் 1950க்கு அப்புறம் வரக்கூடிய நிறைய laws are touching about customs. Even when you read a lot of latest news, you will be dwelling into pages which says that though the law says it is right, law says sedition is a crime, but customary practice says sedition is not a crime. Which means if fighting against a nation is not a crime against a customary practice. There are a lot of anthropological studies. There are a lot of documents. Say there is a document on educational, scientific and cultural organizations under the United Nations which is exclusively talking about the cultural impact on creating law. I think the bureaucrat பண்றவங்க, legislate பண்றவங்க, all of them need to have this in mind while bringing out enactments. நீங்கள் against the customary practices ஒரு enactment கொண்டு வரீங்க, எங்கனாலும் சரி காஷ்மீர் டு கன்னியாகுமரி எங்கனாலும் கொண்டு வரீங்கன்னா that will lead to a problem. There are documents called as Universal Declaration of Human Rights. That's a very important document. அந்த டாக்குமெண்ட்லேருந்து தான் கான்ஸ்டியூஷன் ஆஃப் இந்தியாவே வந்திருக்கும். அதில் நம்ம ப்ரியாம்பிளில் we the people of Indiaன்னு ஆரம்பிக்கிறதே it is from the UDHR, Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Customary practice is an accommodated human right. We all need to know. We should not be confused when we step into a court and say that this is law, this is not customary practice and all of that. The customary practice or the biggest example is the 42nd Amendment to the Indian Constitution. This 42nd Amendment is a mini constitution. Why it is called a mini constitution? Because it by itself is a big document altogether. Customary practices oda output வந்து இந்த 42nd Amendment. அப்படி என்ன சொல்லுது இந்த 42nd Amendment அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பஞ்சாயத்து ராஜை கொண்டு வந்திருக்கும். 1991லேருந்து there is a system called as Panchayat Raj. They say that you cannot eradicate Panchayat Raj at all. So the government accepts that there is something called as Panchayat Raj, which is a customary practice. Then the government accommodates into an act and practices it altogether. law பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் இந்தியாவில் வந்து there are two different branches altogether. I will just throw light into the criminal system. The civil system is as usual, many countries practice. But India பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் criminal justice system is you want to change yourself. They want to rectify you. The jurisprudence under criminal system is to rectify you. You should rectify yourself. முன்னாடி வந்து ஐபிசி பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. Now I take this chance to throw light into முன்னாடி இருந்த ஐபிசி, முன்னாடி இருந்த சிஆர்பிசி ரெண்டையுமே மாற்றிட்டாங்க. இப்போ வந்து பிஎன்எஸ், பிஎன்என்எஸ்எஸ்ன்னு வந்திருக்கு. There is no much difference into all of this, but I would just like you to know that நம்ம எப்படி constitutional right, நம்ம எப்படி வந்து we were just enjoying all those voting rights and all of that. This criminal statutes is directly applicable to all the NRIs when you are in India, not when you are not in India. So I think we need to be with abundant caution when we are in India, when we are dealing matters with this and all of that, though you're all aware of it. And I have direct questions on it, so I'll be answering it. But I would like you to know that this takes a lot of time. This coming out of a criminal proceedings, the lowest court starting from the judicial magistrate to the district judge to a high court to a supreme court, there are no separate tribunals. Civil cases பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய tribunals இருக்கும், company mattersக்கு tribunals இருக்கும். But criminal cases பார்த்த வரைக்கும் tribunalsே கிடையாது, எல்லாமே court தான். So it takes a lot of time, especially for people like you. So the thing is like, of course it is true, it has to be accepted that the judicial system in India with accordance to both criminal and civil is a little slow, is a little not so updated. But I have to confront that it is we who have to mitigate. It is people like you who have to come inside, give your inputs, and the judiciary is always ready to accept it. And I am ready for any questions and clarifications from your part.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Speaker, for your very valuable inputs. My question is very generic.
Yes.
What is your opinion about the general judiciary in the country? It need not be political, of course.
Okay.
See, you know, the major executive, legislative, judiciary. Now, judiciary, there are many opinions at least that a right justice is not delivered and delayed. So many, you know. So, what is your kind of view?
With regard to the delivery of justice, I think the lowest courts take a lot of time. I have to accept it. The second thing is, there are no enough judicial officers at all. There are a lot of cases, but there is no judicial officers at all. And I think the administrative system has to be a little efficient. I think there is no need for so many protocols, so many procedures to be followed. I think we can be direct. And I always feel that the legislation should say that this case has to be finished within a specific amount of time. That is what I always feel. So that we finish off everything within a stipulated time. According to me, definitely justice delayed is justice denied. There is no doubt about it. But it cannot be hurried. They say that justice hurried is justice buried, but it cannot be hurried also. So that is my perspective altogether.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
As per latest budget announcement, there is NRI meaning some changes is there. That's what I heard in the newspapers. Is it correct?
I mean,
NRI.
the Income Tax Act every year is amended in accordance with the budget.
Yeah.
So the major definition which states that the person who is in India for 182 days, that is not changed. Consolidatedly, the person who is in India for 365 days for the past 4 years is not changed. There might be a change in the number and the earnings. So a person who earns above 15 lakhs who stays outside of India, that might be changed, but the definition of NRI is definitely not changed.
But only the employed people, only called NRI, something like that. The business people, other people will not be considered as NRI. That's what I understood from the newspaper. Is it true or no?
No, sir. It's like somebody who is employed, who's an employee, who comes under the definition of employee, is an NRI. But still the Act says anybody who ventures is also an NRI, subject to the days they are in India. That is very, very much important. It doesn't mean that somebody who's studying outside, somebody who's studying say for 4 years or 5 years, they're studying outside India, they are not inside India for quite some time, is an NRI. That doesn't change.
Yeah, dates are okay, I understand. But the only thing that the contract agreement, employment agreement should be there. Then only the eligibility to get NRI. Not for other business people or something like that.
They might be coming in this FERA Act, sir. Not in the Income Tax Act.
No, latest income tax.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what they've been carried to the FERA Act, not to the Income Tax Act.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. You were telling Article 3 to...
Sir.
You were telling that Article 3 to 31...
12 to 35.
12 to 35, right. Is that applicable only for the Supreme Court of India, or, is it applicable for lower courts as well, or high courts as well?
Sir, the part 3 of the Constitution is fundamental rights. India, they say that ungaloda right infringe aidichu appadina. There are 2 articles which are very important. One is 32, one is 226. 32 is the power of the Supreme Court to take cases when the fundamental right is infringed. 226 is the power of the high courts, all the high courts, when a constitutional right is infringed. In the part 3 kulla right irukku pathirkingla, 12 ஆரம்பிச்சு 35 வரைக்கும், அதில் 21 is very important. 21 is right to life. அதுக்கு அடியில் தான் உங்களுக்கு நிறைய ரைட்ஸ் வரும். Right to life includes a lot of rights. They say that any right infringed from Article 12 to Article 35, you can directly step into the Supreme Court. You need not wait anywhere. According to Article 32, you can directly go to the Supreme Court. நீங்கள் எங்கேயுமே வெயிட் பண்ண வேணாம், நேராக ஒரு ரிட்டை ஃபைல் பண்ணிடலாம். ஸ்டேட் என்னோட ரைட்டை இன்ஃப்ரிஞ்ச் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. எக்ஸாம்பிள், ஒரு எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட் நீங்கள் அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க, ஒரு எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட்டுக்கு ஆட்கள் எடுத்துட்டாங்க ஜிஓ பாஸ் பண்ணி. அந்த எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட்டில் ரிசர்வேஷன் ஃபாலோ பண்ணல. ரிசர்வேஷன் ஃபாலோ பண்ணணுன்றது ஆர்டிகல் 15, 16 ஃபாலோ பண்ணல. பப்ளிக் எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட் ஏன்னா பப்ளிக் எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட் இஸ் பப்ளிக் மணி. யூ கேன் டைரக்ட்லி கோ டு த சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட் ஸ்டேட்டிங் தட் மை ரைட் இஸ் இன்ஃப்ரிஞ்ச்டு. ஹைகோர்ட் போகணுன்ற அவசியம் இல்லை. ஹைகோர்ட் போய் தான் சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட் போகணுன்னு இல்லை. ஆனால் நீங்கள் ஒரு ஏபி வாங்க போகிறீங்க, ஆன்டிசிபேட்டரி பெயில் வாங்க போகிறீங்க அப்படின்னா முதல்ல டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் கோர்ட் போகணும், அதுக்கப்புறம் ஹைகோர்ட் போகணும், அதுக்கப்புறம் சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட் போகணும். வேறஸ் இந்த ஆர்டிகல் 12 இருந்து ஆர்டிகல் 50 வரைக்கும் இருக்கக்கூடிய 35 வரைக்கும் இருக்க ஆர்டிகல்ஸ் இன்ஃப்ரிஞ்ச் ஆனால் நீங்கள் டைரெக்டாக சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட் போகலாம் அண்டர் ஆர்டிகல் 32.
Okay. Is there any other privilege for NRIs in lower courts or in high court other than this Article 12 to 31?
Yes, sir. Being an NRI, you can go to a high court, file a petition stating that you are an NRI. Because of livelihood, because of employment, I have to be somewhere else. So please dispense my appearance. Dispense with my appearance when I am contesting a case. You are contesting a case. And the case, every hearing you have to appear. But you can, when you are an NRI, you have all documentation stating that you are an NRI. You can go before, say, Madras High Court, or jurisdiction Madras High Court. You state that I am employed, my employer is so and so. In the Natkulla, I have to go back. I cannot be coming here again. So dispense my appearance until the orders of this case is executed. The High Court will consider it automatically, number one. Number two, except criminal cases. Except criminal cases, all other cases, divorce, civil litigations, all of that, you can give a power of attorney to your relative. If you are not ready to give a power of attorney, the latest judgment by the Madras High Court says that you can attend the case through video conferencing. To attend the case through video conferencing, you file a petition before the High Court and give it to the lower court saying that I am eligible to apply through video conferencing. Every hearing the judge can listen to you through that.
Those things are really working out?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. I have my clients.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Madam, just you mentioned about for the handling of the cases, you can provide the power of attorney, right? For being an NRI. Can you just spell out the procedure to obtain a power of attorney from India or from outside India?
Okay. So, for example, you are contesting a property case or a family case for easier understanding, or a family matter dispute you contest பண்றீங்க. நீங்க ஒரு power of attorney கொடுக்கறீங்க. Special power of attorney. It is not a general power of attorney. A special power of attorney. You are seated in Kuwait, and then you give a power to your brother saying that he will be appearing on behalf of you to the case. Case என்னன்னைக்கெல்லாம் வருதோ உங்கள் பிரதர் உங்களுக்கு பதிலாக போய் அப்பியர் ஆவார். நீங்கள் இங்கே இருக்க எம்பசி வழியாக இங்கே இருக்கிற நோட்ரி இருக்காங்கள்ல அவங்கக்கிட்ட நோட்ரைஸ் பண்ணி அந்த டாக்குமெண்ட்டை இந்தியாவுக்கு அனுப்பிடுவீங்க. அங்கே உங்கள் பிரதர் அதை எடுத்துகிட்டு போயிட்டு எந்த சப் ரெஜிஸ்டர் ஆஃபீஸாக வேணாலும் இருக்கலாம், எனி சப் ரெஜிஸ்டர் ஆஃபீஸ், he has to adjudicate it. Adjudication meaning is it is ratified according to India. The sub registration office accepts your document, it ratifies your document saying that this document is eligible in India. The validity of the document is only for 90 days. You have to use the document within 90 days. Then the court accepts it. Your brother goes and shows that before the judge, stating that my brother is staying somewhere else, please accept this power of attorney. The judge accepts it on merits. It is the discretion of the judge to accept it or not, but in most of the cases, the judge accepts it. In family matters, we only assist. We do not appear for you, we only assist you. So this is a scenario in family case. But the problem here is, when there is evidence, you mark documents, correctingla? In the case, witness produce பண்ணுவீங்க, documents கொடுப்பீங்க. When the marking of the documents happen, you have to be there in person. That clause will be mentioned, undertaking that I will be there when the document is marked. Your lawyer will facilitate you. உங்கள் லீவ் வர்ற வரைக்கும் டைம் வாங்குவாங்க. அது நடக்கும். இப்போ லேட்டஸ்ட்டாக ஒரு 1 month முன்னாடி எல்லாத்தையும் வீடியோ கான்ஃபரன்சிங்கில் கொண்டு போங்க. ஏன்னா நீங்கள் அக்யூஸ்டு கிடையாது. நீங்கள் கிரிமினல் கேஸ்க்கு வரலைன்னா ஃபேமிலி மேட்டராக இருக்கட்டும், இல்லை ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி மேட்டராக இருக்கட்டும், அவங்களால அடிக்கடி இந்தியா வந்து போக முடியாதுன்னு சொல்லி வீடியோ கான்ஃபரன்சிங் அக்செப்ட் பண்ண சொல்கிறாங்க. அது நடக்குது. வீடியோ கான்ஃபரன்சிங் அக்செப்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க.
ஒரு சின்ன கொஷின் தான் மேடம். ஆக்சுவலாக நிறைய பேர் இங்கே டிரைவிங் லைசன்ஸு நாங்கள் ட்ரைவ் பண்ணுவோம், ஆனால் ஊருக்கு போகும்போது வந்து வண்டியை எடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. இல்லைன்னா ஏதாவது ஆக்சிடென்ட் ஆகிடுச்சுன்னா பாஸ்போர்ட் வாங்கி வச்சுக்கோங்க போலீஸ் ஸ்டேஷனில் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஸோ வாட் இஸ் தட், எந்த ரீசனுக்கு ஒரு என்ஆர்ஐக்கு பாஸ்போர்ட்டை சப்மிட் பண்ண சொல்லுவாங்க எந்த கேஸுக்காவது நம்ம இந்தியாவுக்கு போனால்?
சார் பாஸ்போர்ட்டை வந்து வாங்குறது அப்படின்றது இட்ஸ் நாட் அ ரைட். நோபடி கேன் ஆஸ்க் யூ அண்ட் அன்லெஸ் a court stops you. ஒரு கோர்ட் வந்து ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் சம்படிக்கு ஒரு அஃபென்ஸ் ஆகிடுச்சு, ஒரு கோர்ட் வந்து ஒரு ஏபி கொடுக்குறாங்க, ஆன்டிசிபேட்டரி பெயில் கொடுக்குறாங்க. கொடுக்குறப்போ பாஸ்போர்ட்டை சரண்டர் பண்ணுன்னு சொன்னால் மட்டும்தான் பண்ணணும், இல்லைனா பண்ண வேண்டிய நெசசிட்டி கிடையாது, சரண்டர் பண்ண வேண்டிய நெசசிட்டி கிடையாது. அப்படி பண்ணால் கூட நீங்கள் ரிட்டர்ன் ஆஃப் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி போட்டு எடுத்துடலாம். ஓகேங்களா? நோ ஆக்ட் சேஸ் திஸ் அட் ஆல். என்ஆர்ஐஸ்க்குன்றது இது கிடையாது. நோ ஆக்ட் சேஸ் திஸ். ஐ திங்க் அ ப்ராப்பர் லீகல் ப்ராக்டிஷனர் ஹேஸ் டு கைட் ஃப்ரம் கேஸ் டு கேஸ். இஃப் தே ரிசீவ் யுவர் பாஸ்போர்ட், அது உங்களுக்கு பெரிய வேலை. ஜேஎம் கிட்ட போய் ரிட்டர்ன் ஆஃப் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி போட்டு அந்த பாஸ்போர்ட்டை நீங்கள் திரும்பி வாங்கி, it takes a lot of time for you to get it back. Unless and until, even till yesterday I'm telling you, unless and until the court orders, if there is a lookout notice, the court says that surrender your passport. Without the permission of the court, you cannot travel anywhere. You have to come and sign here. அந்த மாதிரி இல்லை அப்படின்னா there is no need for you to give it. Other thing, police are only an investigating agency. They are not an approved agency to get it back from you. So a proper legal practitioner from case to case is very important, sir. Very, very important. ஏன்னா அவங்க தான் அந்த இடத்துல என்ன ப்ராப்ளம்னு பார்த்து அதோட இன்டென்சிட்டியை அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணி, ஒன்றும் இல்லை, ஒரு மோட்டர் வெஹிக்கிள் கிளைமில் ஒரு அன்ஃபார்ச்சுனேட் டெத் நடக்குதுன்னு வைங்க, அந்த இடத்துல வந்து அதில் இன்டென்ஷன் இருக்கா இல்லையான்ற அந்த கொஸ்டின்ஸ் எல்லாம் ரைஸ் ஆகும். ஒன்றுமே ஆகலைன்ற பட்சத்தில் ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு எஃப்ஐஆர் போட்டு ஒரு இன்சூரன்ஸ் கிளைமோடு அது முடிஞ்சு போயிடும். ரெண்டுத்துக்கும் நிறைய டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் இருக்குது. ஒரு ஹிட் அண்ட் ரன்னாக இருக்கும், இல்லை ஒரு ட்ரங்க் அண்ட் ட்ரைவாக இருக்கும். என்னன்றதை ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணணும். அதுக்கு எடுத்த உடனே நீங்கள் உங்களோடது சப்மிட் பண்ணணுன்றது நெசசிட்டி கிடையாது. அதை டிசைட் பண்ண வேண்டியது மேஜிஸ்ட்ரேட். இவங்க கொடுக்கணுமா வேண்டாமான்னு டிசைட் பண்ண வேண்டியது மேஜிஸ்ட்ரேட். அதே மேஜிஸ்ட்ரேட் கிட்ட நீங்கள் போய் உங்களோட அந்த பிரேக் டெஸ்ட்டு அதெல்லாம் பண்ணி முடிச்சுட்டு ஒரு ரிட்டர்ன் ஆஃப் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி போட்டு உங்கள் பாஸ்போர்ட்டை திரும்பி வாங்கிக்கலாம். But it depends from case to case, because you need a proper legal practitioner who has to look into it and understand the velocity of the case. Then decide, then contest. இது வந்து அஃபென்ஸ்ன்னு சொல்லி ஹியூமன் ரைட்ஸில் கேஸ் போட்டவங்கலாம் இருக்காங்க. பாஸ்போர்ட்டை என்கிட்ட வாங்கிட்டான், என்னோடய ரைட் டு லைஃப்பை இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஸ்டேட் ஹியூமன் ரைட்ஸ் கமிஷன், நேஷ்னல் ஹியூமன் ரைட்ஸ் கமிஷன்லலாம் போய் கேஸ் போட்டு திரும்பி வாங்கினவங்கலாம் இருக்காங்க. Yeah. Can somebody read the questions? At least you.
Madam, good evening, madam.
Before that, I need a clarification. Just இது இன்னும் கவர் பண்ணலையா என்னன்னு தெரியல. ஈஸ்மெண்ட் ரைட்ஸ்னா என்ன மேடம்?
Okay. Sir, easementary rights is one of the property right. When you thank you. When நீங்கள் வந்து ஒரு ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு ஒரு செட் ஆஃப் ரைட்ஸ் இருக்கும். அதை நான் ஈஸியாக உங்களுக்கு சொல்லணுன்னா, நீங்கள் ஒரு வீடு வச்சுருக்கீங்க, வாங்கிட்டீங்க, நீங்கள் அந்த வீட்டுக்கு ஓனர். நீங்கள் வீடு வாங்குறப்போ ஒரு லோன் எடுக்கிறீங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த வீட்டோட பொசஷன் உங்களுக்கு உண்டு, ஓனர் நீங்கள் கிடையாது. உங்களோட ஓனர்ஷிப் டைட்டில் டீட் இருக்குது இல்லைங்களா, அதை நீங்கள் ஒரு பேங்க்கிட்ட கொடுத்துருவீங்க. அப்போ அந்த இடத்துல அந்த ஈஸ்மெண்ட்ரி ரைட் உங்களுக்கும் வரும், பேங்க்குக்கும் வரும். கான்செப்ட் புரியுதுங்களா? இப்போ என்ன சொல்லுவாங்கன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, பட்டா இஸ் நாட் அ டாக்குமெண்ட் ஆஃப் ஓனர்ஷிப், இட் இஸ் அ டாக்குமெண்ட் ஆஃப் பொசஷன். இந்த ஸ்லைட் கேப்பை நம்ம புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். ஒரு இடத்துல ஒருத்தர் வந்து 20 இயர்ஸ்க்கு மேலே ஒரு ப்ரைவேட் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியில் கவர்மெண்ட் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியில் இருந்துட்டாங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த இடம் வந்து அவங்களுக்கு சொந்தம். நான் ஒரு வீட்டில் 20 வருஷம் இருக்கேன், ஒரு ஹவுசிங் போர்டு வீட்டில், அந்த வீடு என்னோடது. வேறஸ் ஒரு இண்டிவிஜுவலோட வீட்டில் நான் 30 இயர்ஸ் இருக்கேன் அப்படின்னா அது என்னோடது. அது காரணம் என்ன அப்படின்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, ஈஸ்மெண்ட்ரி ரைட். அந்த ரைட் இட் இஸ் நாட் ஓனர்ஷிப், இட் இஸ் நாட் அபவுட் possession. It is not about letting out. It is a combination of right differing from case to case. உங்களுக்கு புரியும்படி சொல்லணும்னா, நான் இப்போ நீங்கள் ஒரு வீடு ஒரு இடத்த வாங்க போகிறீங்க. அந்த இடம் நீங்கள் வாங்க போகிறீங்க அப்படின்னா, நான் அந்த இடத்துக்கு 30 years டைட்டில் கிளியராக இருக்கான்னு செக் பண்ணணும். அந்த டைட்டில் 30 years கிளியராக இருந்தால் மட்டும்தான் நீங்கள் வாங்குங்க சார்னு தைரியமாக சொல்லலாம் இந்தியாவை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும். ஏன்னா அந்த 30 years டைட்டில் கரெக்டாக இவால்வ் ஆகிருக்கான்னு நான் பார்க்கணும். அந்த இதில் தான் அந்த காம்பினேஷன் ஆஃப் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி ரைட்டில் ஒன் ஆஃப் த இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் ரைட் இஸ் ஈஸ்மெண்ட்ரி ரைட்.
In all the direction, the other houses are covered. One of the house is going to raise very close to our property to a height that prevents the airflow, and in that case, can we go for easementary right?
Okay. Say, இப்போது இதுக்கு பேப்பர்ஸ் பார்க்காம நீங்கள் சொல்கிறத வச்சு நான் ஐ எம் கம்மிங் டு கன்க்ளூஷன்ஸ். பட் த திங் இஸ், நீங்கள் எந்த ஊரை சொல்கிறீங்க? ஓகே, அப்போ அங்கே உங்களுக்கு அப்ரூவிங் அத்தாரிட்டி இருப்பாங்க இல்லைங்களா?
ஆமாம்.
இப்போ சென்னைனா சிஎம்டிஏ ரேராக இருப்பாங்க. உங்களுக்கு யார் அப்ரூவிங் அத்தாரிட்டியோ அவங்க இத்தனை ஃப்ளோர் தான் கட்டணும், இவ்வளோ இடம் விடணும், டீவியேஷன்ஸ் இருக்கக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லியிருப்பாங்க இல்லைங்களா? அவங்ககிட்ட போய் நீங்கள் ப்ரைமரியாக கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணணும். இந்த மாதிரி டீவியேட் பண்ணுறாங்க, எனக்கு வர வேண்டிய ஏர் லைட்டெல்லாம் அஃபெக்ட் ஆகுது அப்படின்னு நீங்கள் போய் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணிங்கன்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக ரெவென்யூ டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டுக்கு இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணி அந்த இடத்த அளந்து இவ்வளோ தான் கட்டணும், இப்படி தான் பண்ணணும்னு அவன் அளந்து கொடுத்துட்டு போயிடுவாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறமா நீங்கள் இது பண்ணிக்கலாம். உங்களோட என்ஃபோர்ஸ்மெண்ட் இப்படி இருக்கும். புக்கு ஈஸ்மெண்ட்ரி ரைட்டுன்னு சொல்லும், ஆனால் நீங்கள் அதை என்ஃபோர்ஸ் பண்ணுறது உங்களோட அப்ரூவிங் அத்தாரிட்டி தான். லேண்டு யார் அப்ரூவ் பண்ணுறாங்களோ, சிட்டிஸுக்கெல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு டிடிசிபி இல்லை இப்போ ரொம்ப ரிகரஸாக இருக்கிறது ரேராக ரெகுலேட்டிங் அத்தாரிட்டிகிட்ட போய்ட்டு இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிங்க, ஒரு கம்ப்ளைண்ட் கொடுத்துட்டிங்கனாவே மோர் தென் இனஃப், அவங்க பார்த்துக்குவாங்க.
தேங்க்யூ மேம். ரொம்ப சிரமப்பட வேண்டாம் நீங்கள்.
இல்லை இல்லை இல்லை
ரிலாக்ஸாக.
இல்லை இல்லை
வணக்கம் மேடம்.
வணக்கம்
மேடம், 2 கேள்வி. ஒரு கேள்வி இப்போ கீழ் நீதிமன்றத்தில் ஒரு தீர்ப்பு சொல்லிடுறாங்க, மறுபடியும் மேல்முறையிட்டு சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டு போகிறாங்க. அது ஏன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒன்று. ரெண்டாவது இப்போ வெளிநாட்டில் வாழ்றவங்க எலெக்ஷன் அப்போ ஓட்டு போட அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணுவாங்க, வாய்ப்பு இருக்கா? எலெக்ஷன் இப்போ ஊரில் நடக்குது இல்லை மேடம்?
ஆமாம்.
சட்டமன்ற தேர்தல், நாடாளுமன்ற தேர்தல், அது மாதிரி தேர்தல் அப்போது இங்கே வெளிநாட்டில் இருக்கவங்க ஓட்டு போட வாய்ப்பு இருக்கான்னு கேட்குறேன்.
ஓகே, உங்களோட முதல் கேள்வி ஒரு தீர்ப்பு கொடுக்கப்படுது, அந்த தீர்ப்பு மறுபரிசீலனை செய்யப்படுது. அது ஏன்னு கேட்குறீங்க. ஒரு கேஸ்க்கு நீங்கள் முதல்ல எடுத்தோன்னே ஒரு கிரிமினல் கேஸ்க்கு நீங்கள் போகிறீங்கன்னு வச்சுப்போம். கீழ் நீதிமன்றம் ஒருத்தர் குற்றவாளி அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அவரை ஜெயிலில் தள்ளிட்டாங்க. அவருக்கு அடுத்து அதுக்கு மேலே இருக்க நீதிமன்றம்க்கு போகிறதுக்கு எல்லா ரைட்டும் இருக்குது. நீதிமன்றங்களை 2ஆக வகைப்படுத்துகிறாங்க. ஒன்று உங்களுக்கு வெறுமனையாக ஃபேக்டை மட்டும் பார்க்கும். ஃபேக்ட், அந்த குற்றத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஃபேக்ட் என்ன அதை மட்டும் பார்க்குறது கீழ் நீதிமன்றம். ஹைகோர்ட்டும் சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டும் சட்டம் என்னன்னு பேசுகிறது ஹைகோர்ட்டும் சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டும். இதுதான் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் 2 கோர்ட்டுக்கும். They call it as High Court and Supreme Court as courts of law according to the Constitution, whereas the magistrate courts and district courts are called as court of facts. இந்த 2 கோர்ட்லேயும் கீழ் கோர்ட்னு சொல்கிறாங்க பார்த்தீங்களா, இவங்க ஃபேக்டை மட்டும் பேசுவாங்க. எக்ஸாம்பிள், ஏபிஐ கொண்டுட்டார். பிஐ கொலை பண்ணும்போது பிளான் பண்ணி கொண்டாரா, பிளான் பண்ணாமல் கொலை பண்ணாரா? குவெஸ்டின் இதுதான். கீழ்கோர்ட் அவர் பிளான் பண்ணாரா பண்ணலையான்லாம் பார்க்க மாட்டாங்க, கொலை பண்ணிட்டாரான்னு முடிச்சிடுவாங்க. ஹைகோர்ட்டுக்கு வர்றப்போ அந்த இடத்தில் அவர் தன்னை ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்காக அவரை கொலை பண்ணிட்டாரு. தேர் வாஸ் நோ இன்டென்ஷன் அட் ஆல். ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம் தான் இன்டென்ஷன். எனக்கு ஐ டு நாட் ஹாவ் இன்டென்ஷன் டு கில் ஹிம். ஏதோ ஒரு சந்தர்ப்பம் நான் கொண்டுட்டேன், அதை கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது ஹைகோர்ட்டோட வேலை, சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டோட வேலை. இதுதான் உங்கள் கேள்விக்கான பதில். கீழ்கோர்ட் தவறியதை, செய்ய தவறியதை ஹைகோர்ட்டும் சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டும் கண்டுபிடித்து அதை மறுபரிசீலனை செய்து அவரை மனம் மாறி வெளியில் வாங்கன்னு சொல்கிறது தான் அவங்களோட முக்கியமான வேலையே. புரியுதுங்களா? கிளியரா? போக முடியாது. போக முடியாது. இப்போது 7 வருஷத்துக்கு கீழே இருக்க குற்றங்கள்னா ஜேஎம் மேஜிஸ்ட்ரேட் கிட்ட தான் போகணும். 7 வருஷத்துக்கு மேலே இருக்க குற்றங்கள்னா டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் ஜட்ஜ் கிட்ட போகணும். இவ்வளோ தான் கான்செப்ட், இவ்வளோ தான். இவங்க 2 பேரும் தான் டிசைட் பண்ணுற அத்தாரிட்டியை தவிர நீங்கள் இப்போ நீங்கள் கலெக்டர்கிட்ட போகணுமா ஆர்டிஓட்ட போகணுமான்னு யார் சொல்லுவா? சட்டம் தான் சொல்லும். சட்டம் என்ன சொல்லுது? முதல்ல ஜேஎம் கிட்ட போ, 3 7 வருஷமாக ஜேஎம் கிட்ட போ. ஜேஎம் நீ கொடுத்த நீதி உனக்கு முடியலையா, டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் ஜட்ஜ் கிட்ட போ. பெரிய குற்றம், 7 வருஷத்துக்கு மேலே இருக்க குற்றம், போக்சோ, பாஷு, விமன் ரிலேட்டடான அஃபென்சஸ்ஸு, அந்த மாதிரியா, நீ டைரெக்டாக டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் ஜட்ஜ் கிட்ட போ. அவங்க கேஸை நடத்தி முடிப்பாங்க. நம்ம நினைக்கிற மாதிரி இல்லை. டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் கோர்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு கேஸ்க்கு இன்றைக்கி உட்காடுறாங்க அப்படின்னா கண்டினியூஸாக ஒரு 15 டேஸில் அந்த கேஸ்க்கு ஜட்ஜ்மெண்ட் கொடுத்துருவாங்க.
ஆனால் வாய்தான்னு சொல்லிட்டு 2 வருஷம் 3 வருஷம் அது மாதிரி எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணிகிட்டே போகிறாங்களா மேடம்?
அதுக்கு நீங்கள் ஹைகோர்ட்டில் டைரக்ஷன் வாங்கலாம். 3 மாதத்துக்குள்ளே கேஸ் முடிங்க, 4 மாதத்துக்குள்ளே கேஸ் முடிங்கன்னு ஹைகோர்ட்டில் டைரக்ஷன் வாங்கலாம். அந்த டைரக்ஷனை வாங்கி கொண்டு போய் கீழ்கோர்ட்டில் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா அவங்க 3 மாதத்தில் முடிச்சிருவாங்க. இது ப்ராக்டிக்கலாக நாங்கள் டெய்லி போயிட்டு வரோம்ல, அதனால தெரியும்.
ஓகே மேடம், தேங்க்யூ மேடம்.
நீங்கள் கேட்ட அந்த செகண்ட் கொஸ்டின் இருக்குல்ல,
எஸ் மேடம்,
அது நீங்கள் இது பண்ணலாம், ஓட் பண்ணலாம். ஆஃப்டர் 2010 ஓட் பண்ணலாம். பட் நேராக தான் பண்ணணும், இது கிடையாது.
அதான் மேடம், இப்போ அரசு அதிகாரி அவங்களாம் தபால் ஓட்டு அது மாதிரி போடுறாங்க. இப்போ வெளிநாட்டிலேருந்து நம்ம போய் ஓட்டு போடுறதாக நம்ம போக முடியாதுல்ல செலவு பண்ணி. ஸோ அதுவும்
உங்களோட ரைட்டை நீங்கள் என்ஃபோர்ஸ் பண்ணணுன்னா நீங்கள் போகணும்.
இல்லை மேடம், அப்போ அரசு அதிகாரிக்கு ஒரு நீதியாக இருக்குது, அப்புறம் எங்களுக்கு ஒரு நீதியாக இருக்குல்ல.
அரசு அதிகாரிகள் அவங்க அந்த வேலையில் இருப்பாங்க, ஓட்டு போடுற இடத்துல இருப்பாங்க, பூத்தில் இருப்பாங்க, ஓட்டை கலெக்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. அந்த எலெக்ஷன் வேலை இட்ஸ் அ லாங் ப்ராசஸ், இட்ஸ் அ காஸ்ட்லி ப்ராசஸ். உங்களுக்கு நிறைய செலவு கவர்மெண்ட்டுக்கு எலெக்ஷன் நடத்துகிறப்போ. அந்த அரசு அதிகாரி அந்த சிஸ்டத்துக்குள்ளே இருப்பாங்க, அவங்க வீட்டில் இருக்க மாட்டாங்க. அன்றைக்கி உங்ககிட்ட கையில் மை போட்டுட்ருப்பாங்க, உங்களோட ஓட்ஸை கலெக்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க, போலீஸ் வெளியில் நின்று பாதுகாத்துக்கிட்டு இருப்பாங்க. அப்போ அதனால் அன்றைக்கி போட முடியாது. அதனால் அவங்க தபால் ஓட்டு போடுவாங்க, இல்லை ஒரு வாரம் கழித்து ஓட்டு போடுவாங்க, அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். பட் ஒரு சிட்டிசனாக இருந்து நீங்கள் உங்கள் ரைட்டை என்ஃபோர்ஸ் பண்ணணும்னு முடிவு பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா நீங்கள் தான் அதுக்கானதை எடுக்கணும். ஏன்னா நீங்கள் தான் உங்கள் லீடரை சூஸ் பண்ணணும், அது உங்களோட ரைட்.
அது ஓகே மேடம். அவங்களுக்கு சேலரி, கவர்மெண்ட்டை சேலரி கொடுக்குறாங்க. இப்போ ஒரு தனி மனிதன் ஒரு இடத்துல வேலை செய்கிறாங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, அவங்க லீவ் போட்டால் அவங்க லாஸாக பே ஆகிற மாதிரி இருக்குல்ல, அதுக்காக கேட்குறேன் நான்.
உங்களோட பாலிசி டிசிஷன், உங்களோட ஃப்யூச்சர் என்ன, உங்களோட அடுத்த தலைமுறையோட ஃப்யூச்சர் என்னன்னு டிசைட் பண்ணுறவங்களுக்காக ஒரு நாள் சாக்ரிஃபைஸ் பண்ணிட்டு போய் தான் ஆகணும்.
தேங்க்யூ மேடம், தேங்க்யூ.
I think our MC will read the questions. Maybe the question might be covered here. So please be first.
I will read out the questions, ma'am. What are the legal issues if NRI involved in a motor vehicle accident during their vacation in India?
Okay. I would just like to brief. என்கிட்ட ஒரு செட் ஆஃப் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் கொடுத்தாங்க. மேஜரான கொஸ்டின்ஸ் நான் ஆரம்பத்திலே சொன்ன மாதிரி இந்தியனுக்கு என்ன ப்ரொசீஜரோ அந்த ப்ரொசீஜர் தான் என்ஆர்ஐஸ்க்கும். அதில் எந்த டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஒப்பீனியனுமே கிடையாது. இதே தான் மோட்டர் வெஹிக்கிளுக்கும் அப்ளை ஆகும். சார் கேட்ட மாதிரி பாஸ்போர்ட்லாம் கன்ஃபிஸ்கேட் பண்ணலாமா பண்ணக்கூடாது, அந்த இடத்துல டிபெண்டிங் ஃப்ரம் கேஸ் டு கேஸ் ஒரு ப்ராப்பர் லீகல் ப்ராக்டிஷனர் கைட் பண்ணுவாங்க. இன்னொரு விஷயம் என்னென்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, எல்லா கேஸுக்கும் ஒரே சொல்யூஷன் கிடையாது. ஒரு கேஸோட அவுட்புட்டுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி தான் சொல்யூஷன் இருக்கும். ஸோ மோட்டார் வெஹிக்கிள் கிளைம் இந்தியனுக்கு என்னவோ அதான் என்ஆர்ஐக்கும்.
Travel ban மாதிரி ஏதாவது will there be anything for NRI?
Sorry sir.
Will there be any travel ban when NRI when he is involved in an accident, but there is no casualty? Okay, the person is only hurt.
Sir, the thing is like the police will investigate. அவங்க தான் இன்வெஸ்டிகேட்டிங் ஆஃபீஸர்ஸ். இம்மீடியட்டாகவே ஒரு 24 ஹவர்ஸ்க்குள்ளே அந்த கன்சர்ன் ஜேஎம் கிட்ட போயிடணும். அஃபென்ஸ் வந்து நான் பெயிலபிளாக இருக்குன்னா பிரச்சனையே கிடையாது. நீங்கள் ஒரு சைன் பண்ணி பெனால்ட்டி கட்டிட்டு வந்துகிட்டே இருக்கலாம். ட்ராவல் பேன் எதுவுமே கிடையாது. பட் அதோட வெலாசிட்டியை பொறுத்து தான் எதாக இருந்தாலும். கிரிமினல் லா பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் மென்ஸ்ரியான்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, விச் மீன்ஸ் மென்டல் இன்டென்ஷன். எந்த குற்றமாக இருந்தாலும் மென்டல் இன்டென்ஷன் இருக்கான்னு தான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு செக் பண்ணுவாங்க. அது இல்லைனாவே பிரச்சனை கிடையாது.
What are the legal issues if FIR filed against NRI for any disputes, whether NRI can come back to Kuwait when the FIR is still open?
ஓகே, இந்த கொஸ்டினை ரெண்டாக பிரிச்சுக்கலாம். ஒன்று வந்து அஃபென்ஸ் வந்து பெயிலபிளா நான் பெயிலபிளா, அஃபென்ஸ் வந்து எத்தனை வருஷம் தண்டனை உள்ளது. எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்கு நீங்கள் செய்திருக்கக்கூடிய அஃபென்ஸ் இஸ் மர்டர், the offense will be directly taken to a sessions judge. கீழே இருக்க ஜேஎம் கிட்டே இருக்காது. ஏன்னா தண்டனை வந்து 7 வருஷத்துலேருந்து ஆரம்பித்து லைஃப் வரைக்கும் இருக்கும். இந்த மாதிரி கேஸஸில் எஃப்ஐஆர் ஒன்றுமே பண்ண முடியாது. அவங்க சம்மன் இஷ்யூ பண்ணிடுறாங்க, இல்லை வாரண்ட் இஷ்யூ பண்ணிடுறாங்க, இல்லை கோர்ட் வந்து ஒரு நான் பெயிலபிள் வாரண்ட் இஷ்யூ பண்ணிடுறாங்க. சில ஸ்பெஷல் ஆக்ட் இருக்குது. அந்த ஸ்பெஷல் ஆக்டுக்கு அகெயின்ஸ்டாக நீங்கள் ஏதோ பண்ணிட்டீங்க, உங்களுக்கு உங்கள் பேரில் ஏதோ ஒன்று இஷ்யூ, இது மூணுத்தில் எதனா ஒன்று இஷ்யூ பண்ணிட்டாங்க, உங்களுக்கு ஒரு லுக் அவுட் நோட்டீஸ் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க, உங்களோட பாஸ்போர்ட் கன்ஃபஸ்டிகேட் பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னா தெர் இஸ் நோ அதர் கோ, அங்கே இருந்தால். பட் அதே அஃபென்ஸ் இதே எஃப்ஐஆருக்கு நீங்கள் எஃப்ஐஆரை ஸ்டே பண்ணலாம், எஃப்ஐஆரை குவாஷ் பண்ணலாம், அந்த அஃபென்ஸை நான் பண்ணவே இல்லைன்னு சொல்லலாம். பெயிலபிள் அஃபென்ஸாக இருந்தால் இது எதுவுமே தேவையில்லை, நீங்கள் ஈஸியாக அந்த வேலையை அங்கே முடிச்சுட்டு வெளில வந்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கலாம். நான் பெயிலபிளாக இருக்குது, விகரஸான அஃபென்ஸாக இருக்குன்ற பட்சத்தில் தான் உங்களோட அதுவும் கோர்ட்டு தான் டிசைட் பண்ணுவாங்க. அப்படி பாஸ்போர்ட்டை வாங்கிட்டாங்க அப்படின்னா நீங்கள் டைரெக்டாக ஹைகோர்ட்டுக்கு போகலாம், என்னை பெர்மிட் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்லி நீங்கள் பெட்டிஷன் கொடுக்கலாம். ஜட்ஜஸ் ஆர் கன்சிடரிங், அதில் எந்த டவுட்டுமே இல்லை. ஏன்னா ஒரு ட்ரையல் முடிஞ்சு அந்த ட்ரையலோட அவுட்கம் தான் நீங்கள் வந்து அக்யூஸ்டாக இல்லையான்னு தெரியும். அது வரைக்கும் ஒரு பிரச்சனையும் இல்லை.
Okay. What are the legal procedures for buying or selling property in India as an NRI?
Outside,
when he's staying outside.
ஓகே, ஆரம்பத்திலே சொன்ன மாதிரி தான் தேர் ஆர் ரெஸ்ட்ரிக்ஷன்ஸ் வித் ரிகார்ட் டு அக்ரிகல்ச்சரல் லேண்ட். ஒரு என்ஆர்ஐ அக்ரிகல்ச்சரல் லேண்டை இன்ஹெரிட் பண்ணலாம், வாங்க முடியாது. அப்போ வாங்குறாங்க அப்படின்னா ஆர்பிஐயோட கைட்லைன்ஸை சாட்டிஸ்ஃபை பண்ணணும். என்ன சாட்டிஸ்ஃபை பண்ணணுன்னா அந்த அக்ரிகல்ச்சரல் லேண்டில் நான் நிஜமாகவே அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் தான் பண்ண போகிறேன்னான்னு சாட்டிஸ்ஃபை பண்ணணும். அதை விட்டு நான் வேறு ஏதாவது கமர்ஷியல் ஆக்டிவிட்டி பண்ணுறேன்னா that is not permitted. So it is subject to a lot of restrictions with regard to agricultural land. ஏன்னா the income out of an agricultural land is totally tax exempted. அப்படி இருக்கிறப்போ the state does not want you to enjoy. So when you are trying to you are already a creamy layer, ஒரு creamy லேயராக இருக்கிறப்போ அங்கே லோக்கலுக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய ப்ரிவிலேஜாக அவ்வளோ ஈஸியாக கொடுத்துடக்கூடாதுன்ற ஒரு அண்டர்லைங் பிரின்சிபலில் இதை ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ணுறாங்க. பட் எவ்ரி திங் இஸ் சப்ஜெக்ட் டு ஆர்பிஐஸ் ரெகுலேஷன்ஸ். தே கேன் பை, தே கேன் செல், ஆல் ஆஃப் தட்.
What precautions should NRIs take while investing in India to avoid legal issues?
See, I think this is dynamic. This changes from time to time, definitely. So அதனால் வந்து this involves a lot of acts when it comes to investments. FERA நிறைய ஆக்ட்ஸ் இருக்குது. ஸோ அதை பொறுத்து யூ ஹாவ் டு பி எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம்லி காஷியஸ். அண்ட் ஒன்ஸ் அகெயின் ஐ சே, இந்த பிளாட்ஃபார்மில் நான் யூனிஃபார்மாக அதை நான் சொல்லிட்டு போயிடக்கூடாது. உங்களோட இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட், உங்களோட நேச்சர் ஆஃப் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட், நேச்சர் ஆஃப் பிஸ்னஸை பொறுத்து ஒரு எக்ஸ்பர்ட் கிட்ட பேப்பர்ஸோட பேசுகிறப்போ அதோட அவுட்கம் கிளியராக இருக்கும்.
What are the legal steps for creating a will or establishing a trust in India as an NRI?
Okay, will is a legal document first. Second, ஒரு will இருக்கா இல்லையான்னு நீங்கள் என்கம்பரன்ஸ் சர்டிஃபிகேட் போட்டிங்கன்னா தெரியாது. ரெஜிஸ்டர்டு வில்லாக இருந்தாலும் தெரியாது, அதை போய் மேனுவலாக செக் பண்ணால் தான் தெரியும். ஆஸ் இண்டியன்ஸ் என்ஆர்ஐஸும் வந்து நீங்கள் சக்சஷன் ஆக்ட் கடியில் ஒரு வில்லை ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ட்ரஸ்டீஸ் ஆக்ட் கடியில் தாராளமாக ட்ரஸ்ட் நீங்கள் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிக்கலாம். தேர் இஸ் நோ ரெஸ்ட்ரிக்ஷன் வித் இட். யூ கேன் யூஸ் யுவர் அசெட்ஸ் ஃபார் தட்.
Okay. How much worth of gold or electronic items or cash in Indian rupees or foreign currency NRI can carry while traveling to India?
Okay.
For the customs and rules and regulations.
Okay. அது ஒரு டேப்லோ காலமாகவே இருக்குது. I'll give the document to you. I think it is the latest document. You can use it.
But you can just give some important points you can just share.
Okay, it is like males can carry up to 20 grams of gold and females can carry up to value of 1 lakh, which is duty free. Then you can carry up to 1 kg of gold subject to payment. Year.
Any other questions? Oh.
ரொம்ப நன்றி மேடம் உங்களுடைய இந்த விளக்கமான அந்த உரைக்கு. இப்போ தமிழ்நாட்டினுடைய இந்த வீட்டு வாடகை சட்டம் இருக்கு இல்லையா, லைக் இந்த அண்டர் திஸ் லா, I don't know if this law is dynamic or it's changing. அந்த லா படி வந்து what are the rights that the owners of the place enjoy and what are the rights that the tenants enjoy? And in the rights வந்து is it universal across India or does it vary from state to state?
Okay. There is something called as Rent Control Act. And in the land இருக்கு இல்லைங்களா, land, building and all of that belong to the state. சென்டருக்கு கிடையாது. The subject matter of land, the subject matter of building, the subject matter of housing and all of that belong to the state. So state தான் வந்து இந்த 3 சப்ஜெக்ட்லேயே law enact பண்ணுவாங்க. So of course rent control authority, rent control act, பேரே வந்து control, ரெண்ட்டை கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணுற ஆக்ட், இது எல்லாமே வந்து ஸ்டேட் தான் லெஜிஸ்லேட் பண்ணுவாங்க. நம்பர் 1. நம்பர் 2 என்ன அப்படின்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, இப்போது லேட்டஸ்ட்டாக இருக்க ஆக்ட் வந்து இஸ் ஓரியன்டட் டுவர்ட்ஸ் த ரைட் ஆஃப் அ டெனண்ட், நாட் அ ஓனர். ஸோ டெனண்ட் பெனிஃபிஷியரியாக இருக்காங்க இப்போ ஆஃப் லேட்டாக. இட் சேஞ்சஸ், இட் இஸ் டைனாமிக், இட் சேஞ்சஸ்.
நன்றி மேடம்.
தேங்க்யூ. எனி அதர் questions?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Divya, for your thank you, Mrs. Divya, for your outstanding presentation and interaction. And we trust your insights have captivated our audience. We extend our heartfelt gratitude.
Thank you, Mr. Raj. It's now time to felicitate our distinguished speaker. Before felicitating our speaker, I request Mr. A.N. Natarajan, our ex-president, to felicitate Advocate Divya with a Ponnadai. Thank you, sir. Please stay on the stage. May I request you to kindly, excuse me, sir, please present the garland to Mrs. Divya. Thank you so much, sir. May I now kindly invite our President and General Secretary to present the memento to Advocate Divya. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Dear all, now we will move on to our second session, which will be presented by Mr. Vijay Kumar, Chief Officer Technical Sales from Dembla Valves. I invite Mr. Anantraj V to introduce the speaker, Mr. Vijay Kumar. Yeah. And before that, I have a small announcement to make. Dear TEF members, the feedback for the session we just concluded has been uploaded in the TEF app. We all kindly request you to open the app and provide your valuable feedback on the session. Thank you so much.
Good evening to one and all present here. It's my privilege to introduce the presenter for the day, Mr. Vijay Kumar Budlani, who will be speaking on the topic of valve visionaries, innovators shaping the futures of flow control. Mr. Vijay Kumar is graduated in mechanical engineering with dynamic skill in design, sizing and selection of control valve industry segments. And he is having experience with service like hydrocarbon, steam, gas and acid application. He is associated with Dembla Valve Limited in India since last 40 years. And he is the Chief Technical Officer and leading international sales and business development. He is having a great experience in oil and gas, petrochemical, chemical, energy, water and steel industries in India and also overseas. His contribution is executing of prestigious projects across the world like ADNOC in UAE,
Yes, this maybe 5 to 7 minutes video.
Team of technocrats with experience in international valve technologies. Dembla Valves embarked on a journey through technology and innovation, offering advanced flow control solutions through a wide range of precision-engineered valves for critical applications in core sector industries like oil and gas, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, power, steel and metallurgy, and allied industries. Globe control valves suitable for fluids, gases and steam. Severe service control valves with customized trim designs. Stacked trim control valves with multi-stage and multi-path trim designs. High performance double offset butterfly valves. Triple offset butterfly valves. Trunnion ball valves available with 3-piece and 2-piece designs. A wide range of gate valves, globe valves and check valves conforming to the latest international standards. Dual plate check valves. Double block and bleed valves used for various critical applications in oil and gas. Cryogenic application globe valves, ball valves and butterfly valves. Dembla Valves has a modern manufacturing facility located in Thane near Mumbai. This one-of-its-kind precision engineering plant incorporates state-of-the-art manufacturing systems and processes at par with the best international quality standards. This is an API-approved facility authorized to use API 6D monogram for ball valves and API 609 for butterfly valves. At Dembla Valves, technology and innovation begin with the detailed understanding of the customer's requirements. Our our R&D team conducts in-depth study of customers' operating conditions and carry out detailed application engineering with appropriate valve selection and sizing. Thereafter, the design team creates 3D models and simulation of process conditions for determining various operating parameters. Based on these data, the GE drawings are made along with bill of materials. Daimler Valves adopts a lean manufacturing method guided by 5S practices and regular Daimler reviews. The raw material stores maintain a large inventory of castings and components for faster execution of orders at any given time. We have developed proprietary mold patterns and have bulk contracts with reputed approved foundries on tonnage basis for meeting our monthly casting requirements. We have a robust material identification system in place for proper segregation. We carry out PMI testing, ultrasonic testing, magnetic particle test, hardness test, and dimensional checks on CMM machines, thus facilitating faster and reliable inward material inspection. The ERP system controls material flow and the various manufacturing processes. A large lineup of modern CNC machines carry out machining of various parts by translating the 3D and CAD files directly into manufacturing specifications with absolute precision and tolerances. The assembly of valves begins with the systematic preparation of valve trays, wherein all the components of a valve are arranged together as a kit. There are separate, well-defined sections for globe valves, ball valves, and butterfly valves. 2 overhead cranes can handle up to 35 tons of a single-piece valve. In addition, there are several jib cranes installed at all the assembly stations. The assembly of each valve is carried out under strict quality supervision. There is a dedicated assembly section for actuators manned by experts in control systems. There are specially created testing facilities for high-pressure hydro testing of valves for any leakages and special test station for ball valve testing. Our dedicated R&D team is engaged in continuous product development to meet the emerging requirements of clients. Various non-conventional tests are conducted, such as POD tests, type tests, testing under cryogenic conditions, low fugitive emission testing, TAT testing, BAT testing, fire-safe testing, and life cycle testing, all conforming to international standards. Every test report conforming to the applicable specifications, including third-party inspection reports, are documented in the manufacturing record book, from which the inspection release note is issued. After inspection, the valves undergo surface treatment and painting as per international standards and customer specifications. After painting, the valves undergo oven curing. Prior to dispatch, smaller valves are carefully packed with foam filling inside cartons. Large-size valves are packed in pine wood wooden boxes to protect from any damages in transit. Today, Daimler valves are the preferred choice for renowned companies across India and over 25 countries around the world. For Daimler valves, it's a continuous pursuit of keeping pace with the fast-changing global technologies to meet the highly demanding needs of customers from multiple industries. A dynamic mission led by a visionary leadership and a strongly committed force of Team Daimler Valves is constantly innovating to create everlasting value for customers around the world.
Thank you for listening carefully to the video company's details presented to you. Now here onwards, I would like to, have this presentation interactive. You can in between ask your questions, raise your questions, so that I'm in a position to satisfy your queries. Now you can see on the front, we already given you kind of a glimpses of our factory. We are manufacturer of various kinds of control valves, which includes control valve. Our basic beginning of the valve manufacturing started with the, you can say, control valve. We are basically an automation people, and we established ourselves in the Indian market for, let's say, until 2003. From 1985 to 2003, 18 years we were within Indian shores, and then 2002, 2003 we decided to get out of Indian shores and started our journey with Middle East. And then in that, from 2003 to now 25, you can see that we have developed quite the all industry, which is power, chemicals, water, and so on. So we have ball valves in our range. We have cryogenic ball valves, we have metal seated ball valves, we have cryogenic butterfly valves, triple offset and double offset. So yeah, again, we know to serve the industry's interest, we decide to go with the balanced variety of control valves, that is gate globe check valve. Now we have executed let's say high pressure gate check valves orders for nuclear power as well as oil and gas industry. We have dual plate check valve as well in our kitty. As to to give you just brief about history of the company and how we travel in last 40 years. Beginning was in 1985 by technocrats serving the industry within the Maharashtra and then within the India. And then 2002 and 2003, we decided to embark on the journey of export business or overseas business, and that we call it as a Kaler unit, which we built up in 2007, and it was full in 2009. So management has to take a call or decide whether we would like to remain contained with what we have now or we go for expansion. So we decided to go for expansion in 2009 and completed a facility we call an Aram unit, which now is full in 13 years, and we are going for expansion again. So 2012 we commissioned the facility we call Aram, and then we started getting into a big and mega projects outside India, wherein we executed a single order of 11.2 million USD for a company called Modec, Japanese company, executed a project order, FPSO order for Petrobras Brazil. And now, we are registered when it comes to Kuwait KOC, now KEPIC also, last 6 years. And because of COVID, we could not penetrate the Kuwait market, but now we are very focused to, get associate and penetrate into Kuwait business. You can see the growth chart of the company. When we started export, it was only 3 or 4 million business. Now we reached to 42 million business. 42 million USD. We are currently, executing in orders. And our vision is to become customers' preferred company. To do that, we have been doing consistent, mission of improvising the quality systems and manufacturing procedures, manufacturing setup, and that is, streamlining the different engineering processes. We have a quite good strength to, work with the customer. We go with the industry's current trends, that is ISO, OSHA standards and safety standards. We have 14,000, we have 45,000 with us, we have, API 60, we have C certification. Now, industry-wise, we started our business, our journey in chemical and pharma and steel industry, mainly in India. But now if you look at, our major 60% business comes from overseas, that is oil and gas business, and shipbuilding and power. Now, the other certification we have been enjoying for last 15 years. As I said, ISO. Then we went with C certification, PED certification, ATEC certification. Then, API 60, SIL certifications. Our all products are duly certified by all international credited agencies. And fire safe certification we do in-house. And then, we do a business with the Russian subcontinent. For that, we have, TRCU certification as well. Now, we have 2 factories. One, I expressed, was commissioned in 2007. Now, we use that as a major engineering hub or export, team or finance team and other things. And, main manufacturing activity takes place at Aram, which is very large, 10,000 square meter facility. Now, the other countries, our products have gone and working successfully. That being Indian manufacturer and being Indians, we are very proud that, we are serving the customers globally. Now, they are the customers who have been, purchasing our customer base where our walls are gone. All variety of walls are gone to these customers and working satisfactorily. Now, this is Middle East customers. We are registered with many end users like KOC, ADNOC, SABIC, and MEW, and NatPet, Satop in Saudi. Now, they are the Indian majors, biggies. We are doing business. Now, this is the product, you can see right hand side. This wall was supplied to a Spanish company for a desalination plant in Singapore. It is 32-inch globe control wall with AUMA actuator. Now, we have a normal control wall, which, from, let's say, with single cage, double cage. Then we have stack trim, we have cryogenic bonnet. We have a typical double-seated globe control wall, which can serve different applications. Now, there are some high pressures, standard executed orders for our different customers. Now, this was a typically engineered product for an Austrian customer. The client factory or manufacturing is in Indonesia. You can see very big size 3-way and angle walls along with the hydraulic actuators imported from Italy. We integrated the specialty of these walls are put in a very critical applications. They had only 1 or 2 European manufacturers who were supporting them all these years. But then they took the, different path, gave us inquiry, we supplied them walls are working satisfactorily. These are walls supplied to KNPC through, Francis company Prosernet. Now, these walls supplied to Spanish solar power plant, Iberdrola power plant, and for thermic Dow thumb vapors, 350 degrees C temperature. And these are variety of, multi-stage trims, cavitating, low noise, anti-cavitational trims, 4-stage, 5-stage, 6-stage, 8-stage. We have been regularly, supplying to our customers. Now, this is special trim. Typically, as I said to you, we do a business with Russia, and Baker Hughes is one of the prominent supplier in Russia. They have this typically multi-path design control valve for high pressure drop, let's say from 100 bar to 1 bar or 250 bar to 1 bar. So we developed this design and supplied to a lot of Russian customers. This is cryogenic. We have our own cryogenic setup. We do the cryogenic testing in-house. Now, as I said, we started our business with control valves. So you can see the gamut or the spectrum of the sizes and range and rating. We, in-house we can produce right from 150 to 2500, and size we can go up to 40 inches in globe control valve. Our some 32-inch valve is working in Aramco, Saudi Aramco, through a Japanese company. So we have two-way, three-way, all variety of control valves suiting to customers' purposes. A big size butterfly valve. We supplied valves up to 3.2 meter with a duplex body and trims for desalination plant in Kudakulam. And we are specialized in duplex, super duplex, aluminum bronze, monel, double offset, triple offset, variety of the combinations with manual to hydraulic actuators. Now these valves, in our initial days of exports, we gave to SBM, and these valves went to Chevron in USA offshore. Now this is a typical solution. We consider ourselves as solution provider to customer. This valve initially was a globe control valve supplied by a FlowServe in Australia at sea intake of the FPSO. This valve was giving a lot of trouble to them. So customer was looking for a solution, how best he can solve the problem. So this problem came to us. We sorted out by giving them triple offset butterfly valve with anti-cavitational trim and multi-specialized trim and actuator. Again, we gave it FlowServe because it was original FlowServe. And initially, customer had intent to buy 2 valves, but since our valve worked very nicely, he had dropped the idea of buying second valve. Now this is cryogenic triple offset butterfly valve. We can go, as I said, up to 3 meter and rating up to 900 rating. This is valve supplied to Indian company, 2 meter butterfly valve with AUMA actuator. These are ball valves, all variety in ball valve, floating, Trunion, DBB with hydraulic actuators, manual, electrical, pneumatic, ESDV, SDV with all kind of accessories. These valves were supplied to your neighbor Iraq some 15 years back. 48-inch ball valves. These valves are supplied to IOCL pipeline in India with AUMA actuators and gear operators. These are metal sheeted ball valves supplied for very harsh applications. Now these are aluminum bronze. We are specialized in this. These are cryogenic ball valves. You can see again range. We have the crane which is installed capacity is 30 tons. It means we can produce the valve up to 30 ton or 32 ton weight. This top entry ball valve supplied to Agogo, Saipem and Total as a combination. It has gone in African continent, top entry ball valve with Betis actuator. These again top entry ball valve. There is a triple offset valve supplied at very critical application in Rosneft in Russia. The gate globe check valve supplied to Petrobras. You can see the rating. It is 1500 rating check valves. They are the dual plate check valves. They are normal fire water application gate valves. We supplied again, and as I say, solution provider. There were valves working in Indonesia, dual plate check valve supplied by Crane Australia. Those valves started giving a problem to customer. We gave them a solution and supplied these valves to them. Again, size range you can look into. Now this is tilting disc check valve of size 2700 mm. We are working with the Rosatom in Russia for nuclear power plant in Egypt. The dual plate check valve. And these are some orders which we have executed internationally. You can see Sakhalin again. Sakhalin is the the joint venture between Russian government and oil and gas, our ONGC, our own company. Metron is and Emerson, you might have heard the Emerson, but since Emerson left it, we are supporting to them. They are the few, Modec is one of our prominent customers in FPSO. They are FPSO builders. We have been regularly supporting them. Now VMB, again skid manufacturers for oil and gas. Vasco is again skid manufacturer in Singapore. We are very strong in FPSO business. This SBM offshore, our journey with the FPSO started with the SBM. SBM Gusto in Netherlands and SBM Monaco. Artists, these are Italian companies. Now few Americans and Francis companies, they are Italians. Now this Middle East, Petrofac, Oxy, we are approved by Oxy Oman. And then KOC owned, KOC we have been now doing good projects. HESCO, Zenith, then Gulfspeak. ADNOC, we are approved in all range of the products. SABIC, we did good projects through, and a company called Asbil. JJC Philippines, Tripatra, Unilever, Technica Sonidas, TR. This is our design team. We have 42 world designers working for customers' requirements. We do all CFD analysis, 3D modeling and temperature analysis and everything in-house to see that, when we deliver the drawings or detailing to the production or manufacturing, they are, mastered at drawing table itself. This is R&D section. We have all this testing facility in-house. Cryogenic TAT testing. TAT testing we built up to, show our capabilities that we can produce the wall as per Shell standard. Then we do life cycle test or POD test, like, NTPC has and pre-qualification requirements to go through and POD test. So that also we have conducted, we are approved there, we supply them regularly. These are the cryogenic as well as the high pressure test. We have the high pressure pits when walls can be tested up to 450 bar pressure. There are some sample certification. Our application team is interface with the customer through a sales team. They have a huge experience and knowledge to serve the customers. And then once orders are won, they're transferred to a project team plus sales team. They interact with the customers and give them feedback until orders are executed. Then customer care teams, after sales service support is the mandatory requirement of customer, because after sales is happened, some teething troubles or some small issues crops up. So customer care team is there to handle those kind of issues. And there are some testing benches where work is going on. They are the quality control instruments, PMI machine, then liquid penetration test and all those things. Ultrasonic testing. They are our testing benches. There are few fire safe certification testimony. Plant is close to Mumbai airport, 40 kilometers from Mumbai airport, and close to even seaport. This is, you saw the video, but this is aerial view. The machines, CNC machines, cladding machine, painting booth. Then painting, we do all 3-coat system as per the customer specifications. Because many times, FPSO, being marine climate, the painting is equally important like product. So we do special painting for customers. Then packaging, small walls packaged in foam, filled boxes, and then the large walls are packed in the wooden boxes. And then logistic support, when customer need it, we are there to support. Thank you. And we have, if either there are two choices. We have given a lot of solutions to customer. I can go through those kind of cases, one or two cases which, may give you the idea how we work with the customers, or you want to ask question answers, I am open for that. Case studies. Yeah. So case studies next. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Now this is the application team who will, like to understand your basic requirements and then discuss internally with the experts and designers and, internally to see that, we come out with the proper solution. This is a sizing software we have developed on our own. We are working, this is upgraded software, and last year where we developed the software on ISA formally and have been working with the all engineering houses like, Uday, Jacobs, Aker, Toyo. I've been giving them the calculations. They are at par with any international wall manufacturers. We do all the calculations, CV, noise, velocity, and then viscosity and all of pipe reduction factor. And it gives the pop-ups, where it is cavitation, where it is flashing, it gives the warning. Yeah, high velocity, these are, you can see the glimpses that it gives the warning to the application engineer that, you need to look into the special areas of design or selection. Now these are some engineered products which we are supplied to our customers. You can see globe control wall 12-inch 900 rating. This is with the stack trim, cryogenic wall with minus 196 degrees C. Okay. Here, in fact, the original wall supplied is from Fisher, and wall gave up because of the flashing application, and here it is a full pressure drop, and then customer was looking for a solution. Somebody can come up and provide them the proper solution. So we came forward, and this wall we designed it, and now currently it is testing, cryogenic testing. Then double offset butterfly wall 18-inch. This we again gave it to Russia for cryogenic application. It was supplied to Air Liquid as a company, cryogenic minus 196 degrees C. Then globe type, Z type control walls. These are again, these are the recent, you can say, the support to our customers. You can see more cases from Russia because Russia was in need of, solutions from the wall manufacturers. Then Z type control wall, either small size wall with 1500 rating. Then 120-inch butterfly wall for seawater application. And then dual plate check wall, I had already expressed to you, this was at outlet of the pump, and then crane, Australian wall was not working properly. They came to us, we gave the wall. Now this wall is working for last 8 years, satisfying the customer. Then ball walls, 48-inch, 1500. Then gate wall in Saudi Arabia for hydrogen application. Now hydrogen at 300 class, 40 bar pressure and temperature of 350. It is like a bomb. Okay, it's not easy wall to be executed. So we gave them solution, and angle wall 32 inches and then 32 inches globe wall As I said, they are the different anti-cavitational trim. I'll tell you now, these are the, this is the Metron. Okay, but I was talking about the cryogenic wall. You can see the nitty-gritty of the designs. Suclean Energy is the end customer, and it is 12-inch wall, 900 rating. And here what we have done, customer need, because it is flashing application, the inlet of this wall is from the inlet of the wall is from the top of here, and here at outlet we have done a full stellighting to the body, not just the trim, because it's fully flashing. Now this stellighting, again it is clad overlay, but it was not easy, so we have to design the wall to see that we can do inside the cladding in globe control wall and succeed in that. So that we have completed, and then this has a lot of specification. You can see shell specification, MESC specification, 77 then 300 and 17-312. So meeting all these criteria, there were a lot of challenges to go through, but we succeeded in that. Now this is again a cryogenic butterfly wall supplied to Air Liquide in Russia. Yes, that's okay. Yeah. In Air Liquide Russia. This is Akayu nuclear power plant project, where multi-stage, again the nitty-gritty, maybe it is small wall, but then a lot of challenges making the small CV perfectly to meet those kind of process requirements. You can see inlet pressure is, inlet pressure, inlet pressure 194 bar, and the pressure drop is 170 bar. So to control this precisely is not easy. So we did it, and we have been supplying these walls, and the rating is 1500. This is again Z-type wall. This is typical of the nuclear power plants. And here, this, can see it is a 4-inch wall, but the required CV is 240, which generally no manufacturer, can provide 240 CV with the 4-inch wall. But our designer did the job, and with 240 CV, we are supplying those walls. Now this is butterfly wall for 3-meter butterfly wall. There are 16 in numbers for Al Dababa Egypt project, for again nuclear power plant project, for sea water intake. The lining is ebonite, 3-meter, you can see double offset, and here the customer wanted the service life of 25 years. So we did a lot of, the discussion, technical brainstorming inside, and then we provided the solution to customer. Now this is Panchamra, I told you, the 50-inch dual plate check wall against the, the crane replacement. Now this is condensate. The wall was supplied to Iran, 48-inch wall. This is, I said, a bomb, 36-inch hydrogen application. Now this is angle wall. The beauty of this wall is you can see, the plug is traveling 32 or complete 32 inches. Here we design the wall that plug travels 32 inches, and when flow takes place, there is no hindrance in between, there is no pressure drop in between. And then accordingly the hydraulic actuator, it has got a hydraulic actuator, this one. So this hydraulic actuator has got 32-inch travel. So integrating with that, the actuator from, this was done in Korea, Corona period again. It was a huge challenge executed during that period. So, we did it. You can see the location of this wall, criticality of this wall. This is a Lenzin group, Austria group. Their plant is in Indonesia. Now this is NPP Rupur. Okay, they wanted typically 32-inch wall with the, to be butt welded design, and then CV less to everything we did special face-to-face dimension. Fully cavitated. Subsequently, we did 5 projects with them, supplying similar walls. Now, this is again to Turkey. These are, Trident, again Brazil. Here, maybe, this is Bala feed water application wall, 2-inch, 1500 rating. Multinational wall was not working somehow. I really don't know, but case came to us and we solved their problem. This is Samak, again full flashing application. You can see full flashing. Pressure drop of 11 bar, so outlet is only 1 at 150 degrees C. Tungsten carbide trims. Again here flow serve walls were not working in Aramco. They were looking for solutions. We have associates in Saudi called Asbil, you might have heard the name. That case came to us through Asbil and we supplied them, the walls full with full tungsten carbide trim, and walls are working. And this is top entry ball wall, just to give the glimpses when customer is need. This is tungsten carbide trim again. Yeah, I think it would be better now. I should stop it here, and I invite your question answers if you have any questions, so that I can give answers for those. Please come up with some questions at least. Otherwise I'll say my presentation went just like that.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead. Sir, here to your right. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for this presentation. I have a question related to the valves in hydrogen service.
Yeah.
Me being a design engineer, I have come across some stuff related to stress relaxation cracking, especially where stainless steel material is used at very high temperature.
Yeah.
Have you come across any such cases, or what is your solution for such applications, especially stainless steel at very high temperatures?
At what temperature we are talking about?
Like say 450, 400 degrees Celsius.
Temperature wise, if you have to look at when you look at the wall, when body and everything, pressure and temperature combination.
Yes.
As such, for 450 stainless steel is suitable. We supplied the walls up to, let's say, 650 degrees C for stainless steel.
Right.
But when it comes to hydrogen, we have to look into that. Hydrogen sulfide cracking can take place. So to analyze that, once process conditions are given to us, maybe, but then in general, if you are asking me, stainless steel should be okay.
But the service matters. In case of hydrogen service where HIC is more susceptible to happen. So I mean to ask, have you come across any such cases or any innovative solutions that you have come across to handle HIC in particular?
we do the SCG testing for that, then provide those kind of testing reports to customer. And once the material is qualifying for that kind of application, there should not be any problem as such. We have to take care, the chemistry of the material, not just assess when we say, the content of that, when we control it properly, should solve the problem.
Right. Okay. And I just got one more question.
Yeah. All those parameters can be taken from and your system is such that cannot accommodate in the body. We say that, okay, please accommodate this or do something at your end. This is the minimum size we can provide to you. We can height, we can redesign the bonnet, which is bolted bonnet, of course, but then redesigning of the bonnet, redesigning of the trim, redesigning of the travel face to face, and complete the walls can serve or help the customer. Once customer comes out, here typical requirement that I have this requirement, whether you want to try and give us a solution.
Right, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And yeah, sure.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I'd like to ask, what is do you make triple offset butterfly valves for seawater service with soft seating? And what is the maximum size of these valves?
If you are talking about soft seating.
Yeah.
Soft seating, I'll suggest then why not double offset, why triple offset? We make triple offset butterfly wall, but if you compare the cost of double offset and triple offset, basically double offset walls are very nice when it comes to soft seated. Triple offsets, the utility of triple offset wall comes when it is a metal seated walls. Okay, or maybe something an abrasive application. If we're talking about seawater, okay, seawater contains sands. Maybe in that application, there could be a combination of, triple offset and backed up by the EPDM soft seat. So that in case there is an erosion in seating contacts, backup EPDM seat will serve the purpose. We can give the soft seated triple offset wall. We are given in fact, but that is not really called for. We would like to investigate why a soft seated wall is called in triple offset. Size wise we can go up to 48 inches. 48? Yeah, 48 inches. Yeah. But double offset wall we can go up to 3 meter. Soft seated. So the double offset, because of this soft seat, it has got an advantage. We can adopt and we can design the soft seat in typical applications to see that the life of the soft seat can be enhanced, or select the material which can be, longevity of material is better than, normal material you select for soft seat. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
So I have a small question. We have a 24-inch butterfly wall wherein the pressure drop is almost 0.3 bar.
0.3 bar, minimum pressure drop.
So is there any possibility to trim the body so that it can be reduced further?
You want to, yes, there is always a possibility. You want to see the 24-inch wall with the reduced trim.
Not the
reduced pressure drop.
Reduced pressure drop.
Yeah, there is a possibility. Always, these are the engineering, the challenges or something, when you come across, then we need to understand if your pressure is low. Okay, let's say if we can assume, I'm assuming, the pressure is 2 bar only. Okay.
No, it's operating around 30 bar.
Inlet pressure is 30 bar.
Yes.
And you want only 0.3 bar pressure drop.
I want to reduce from 0.3 to 0.1.
From 30 to 0.3.
Pressure drop.
Yeah, only
across
pressure drop 0.3. Yeah, this is possible. You have to give us a flow. It is very much possible. You give the flow conditions, you will come out with the proper solution. Butterfly wall is one of the solution. If we cannot come out with butterfly wall, we can suggest you other variety of walls. with soft seat. Basically what I understand, you are selecting butterfly wall because you don't want the pressure drop. Okay. So either butterfly wall will meet the requirement or will come out with the wall which can meet your requirement. Whether it is on off or it is controlled. First of all, I understand you...
It's a, manual wall only, block wall.
Only manual wall. Yes. Means once you open and then you keep it out. 100% possible.
Thank you.
100% possible. So what about the deliveries? Deliveries, sir, of course, today's condition. So this, I am more focused on sales. My MD is more focused on the execution. So I keep on discussing with him all the time that today's, the market conditions and project conditions demand always faster deliveries, better deliveries. So we have to, keep our team moving for these kind of meeting these kind of conditions and challenges. So in general, I can say that we are successful in this kind of, our drive to deliver the products faster to the customers. We are better known in the industry. If you want, I can give simple example. We were doing a project with Modec. Okay. They were building the FPSO. One of the skid was being made in Brazil. Okay. And they had already procured the valve from Venesa, Tyco, with Biffy actuators. Unfortunately, that yard went under lockdown. There was strike. They could not remove. It was something like 30 millions worth of material was stuck in that stockyard. Their project was, first oil, as you say in the industry. That deadline was very close. So then customer said, either you deliver or you go for penalties. So that Modec management decided, leave it that material there in Brazil, go for a totally new material. And then they invited same vendors, come forward and support them on the deliveries. Venesa said, nothing doing. Okay, Biffy actuators, everything, will give you in 30 weeks. Their scheduling was demanding 20 weeks. They gave us a fortunately inquiry and we committed them 20 weeks delivery. And they committed 30 weeks with Biffy actuator, with their own in-house this one. So my customer started asking me, how you are confident that you can deliver? I said, the Biffy agent is telling me, in case you don't deliver, what? I said, I will go to Italy. I'll sit on their head and bring the actuator. Literally I did it. I went to, last moment, Biffy started making some drama. I went to Italy, sat on there with their team. Walls were air freighted, chartered air freighted, actuators were chartered air freighted. Walls were ready in our factory. Within 3 days we assembled and delivered product to customer. Customer gave us a clause, if you deliver on time, we'll pay you 50,000 USD bonus. We took that bonus. So that's how we work hand in hand with the customer. Okay, every time I, may not be succeeding all these challenges, but we try to take this, in our fold and try to do best what we can do for customer. So this is how our history is defined.
Thank you, Mr. Vijay Kumar, for your outstanding presentation.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your Thank you.
Can you please stay on the dais for a minute, sir?
Yeah, sure.
We truly appreciate the depth of your technical insights and experience, which have undoubtedly enriched our audience. A heartfelt gratitude goes out to you and your team for your valuable presentation. Before we going to the next presentation, we have a small announcement to make. Dear members, the feedback for this event we just concluded has been made available in the TEF app. May I all request you to take a couple of your valuable time to please fill the feedback form, which will enable us to enhance our future events and create an even better experience for all of us. Thank you.
Now it's time to felicitate our distinguished speaker. Before felicitating our speaker, I would like to request the team of Dembla Valves to come to stage, please. With a round of applause, please.
me most of the time.
Thank you everybody for your passionate hearing. We are here, we are not new to the Kuwait market, but we have started with the bang, and I would like to thank our partner, please come here, Al-Bilad, the team of Al-Bilad who have given us a platform here to serve the Kuwait market. And
we are highly supportive to customer.
Yeah.
In fact, you know,
we are assuring you, give us the opportunity so that we serve you better. Thank you very much.
May I invite Mr. Krishna Jagan, ex-president TEF, to felicitate Mr. Vijay Kumar with the Ponnadai. May I invite Mr. P.P. Muthu to felicitate Mr. Vijay Kumar with the garland. May I invite Mr. Arun Golden, Treasurer, and Mr. Jem Prasanna, Technical Head, TEF 2025, to felicitate Mr. Vijay Kumar with a memento. Yeah. Come. You can come. Come this side. Please. Yes. Thank you all. Dear TEFians, it's a time for our final session. The very inspiring story of Mr. R. Gnanasegaran, the champion athlete from India, from Tamil Nadu, who won the gold medal in 1978 Asian Games and the coveted Arjuna Award the following year. Sharing his journey with us will be the man himself who has come all the way from our homeland. I would like to invite Engineer Subbu to introduce our next speaker, Mr. R. Gnanasegaran.
Good evening, TEFians. Our special guest, Mr. Gnanasegaran, is a distinguished Indian sprinter renowned for his achievements in the 100-meter and 200-meter events. At 1978 Asian Games in Bangkok, he secured a silver medal in the 100-meter and gold medal in the 200-meter race, marking a significant milestone in Indian athletics. Mr. Gnanasegaran was the last Indian male athlete to win a medal for 100-meter and 200-meter at Asian Games. As of now, no male athlete from India has equaled this record. He remained the unbeaten national champion from 1974 to 1979, and his personal best in the 100-meter was recorded at 10.2 seconds, a record that stood for several years. He also won the medals in 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4 into 100 relay at the Asian Track and Field Championship, along with several other international competitions. Beyond his athletic accomplishments, he has contributed to the sport as a coach, sharing his expertise with future generation of athletics. He was appointed as the national sprint coach. Additionally, he served as the coach of the Indian women's relay team for the 1988 Olympic Games. He also coached the Indian Railway Athletic team for the 1996 World Railway Athletic Meet held in Moscow. In recognition of his contributions to athletics, in the year 1978 and 79, he was honored with the Arjuna Award, the second highest sporting honor of India. TEF is honored to have him as a special guest at today's event. There will be a small brief video about him.
I'm telling you, you can reach only finals.
ஏசியன் கேம்ஸில் ஒரு மெடல் வாங்குறதே பெரிய விஷயம். ஆனால் இவர் ஒரே ஏசியன் கேம்ஸில் 2 மெடல்ஸ் வாங்கியிருக்காரு. 1978 ஏசியன் கேம்ஸ் தாய்லாண்டோட தலைவராக பேங்காக்கில் நடந்தது. இதில் 200 மீட்டர்ஸில் கோல்டு, 100 மீட்டர்ஸில் சில்வர் வாங்கியது நம்ம தமிழ்நாட்டை சேர்ந்த ஆர் ஞானசேகர். இது ஒரு அவுட்ஸ்டாண்டிங் அச்சீவ்மெண்ட். ஏசியன் கேம்ஸில் மட்டும் இல்லை, ஏசியன் ட்ராக் அண்ட் ஃபீல்ட் மீட்ஸ்லேயும் இவர் கலக்கியிருக்காரு. 1975 100 மீட்டர்ஸில் பிரான்ஸ், 1979 4x100 மீட்டர்ஸ் டீலேயில் பிரான்ஸ் வின் பண்ணியிருக்காரு. 1974 79 வரைக்கும் இந்தியாவோட ஸ்ப்ரிண்ட் கிங் ஞானசேகர். இந்த பீரியடில் ஒரு நேஷனல்ஸில் கூட அவர் தோக்கல. அவரோட பீக்கில் ஞானசேகரோட 100 மீட்டர் பெஸ்ட் டைம் 10.2 செகண்ட்ஸ், 200 மீட்டர்ஸில் 21.2 செகண்ட்ஸ். 1970 இந்த டைம்லாம் ஃபென்டாஸ்டிக். ஞானசேகரன் சிவகங்கை மாவட்டத்தில் பாலையூரில் பிறந்தார். பாலையூர் கண்டனூருக்கு பக்கத்தில் இருக்குது. சதன் ரயில்வேயில் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் ஆஃபீஸராக இருந்து ரிட்டையர் ஆகிருக்காரு. பல வீரர்கள் கூட தன்னுடைய அத்லெட்டிக்ஸ் கரியர் முடிஞ்சதுக்கப்புறம் கோச்சிங்கை கையில் எடுத்து அதுவும் சிறந்து விழிக்குது ஞானசேகரன். என்ஐஎஸில் ஒரு கோச்சிங் டிப்ளமோ படிச்சிருக்காரு. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஜெர்மனியில் ஒரு ஷார்ட் கோச்சிங் கோர்ஸும் முடிச்சிருக்காரு. 1988 சோல் ஒலிம்பிக்ஸில் இந்தியா விமென்ஸ் ரிலேட்டிவ்க்கு கோச்சாக இருந்தார் ஞானசேகரன். அப்புறம் வேர்ல்ட் ரயில்வே மீட்டில் இந்தியன் ரயில்வேஸோட கோச்சாகவும் இருக்கார். இவரோட சாதனையில் பாராட்டி இந்திய அரசு இவருக்கு அர்ஜுனா அவார்டு கொடுத்து சிறப்பிச்சிருக்காங்க. இவர் ட்ராக்கில் மட்டும் இல்லைங்க, பார்க்கறதுக்கு ஹீரோ மாதிரி தான் இருப்பார். தமிழனோ இல்லை இந்தியாவே மறக்கக்கூடாத தடகள வீரர் ஞானசேகரன்.
Without any further delay, I kindly request Mr. R. Gnanasekharan to take the stage to share his wonderful journey as a champion sprinter. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
Respected office bearers of TEF and other members, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all. I am really honored to be here as part of the function, and I am here to share some of my experience, what I gathered during my days. First of all, at the outset, I must thank the TEF members for giving me a warm welcome and hospitality, which I am enjoying here. In fact, in the afternoon when we were having a lunch, along with Mrs. Divya, she was asking me, sir, can you tell me your experiences? So I just started telling. So in the meantime, Mr. Raja came in. So I had to leave him. I could not continue my experience with her. So I think, let me start from there. It will be very brief because I have been given only 10 to 15 minutes time. So within that I must finish that because I am a sprinter. So I will not take much of your time. So don't worry, I will not bore you. Only what I am going to tell is it is not my bookworm or something else. It is whatever I gathered, experience I gathered, I am going to reveal all this. Am I right? Okay. Let me start from school days. Okay. I studied in the Kandanur High School, the Chitala's Memorial High School, my own native, where my father also studied. Okay. In fact, my father was the first champion when the school was opened. First champion. So that is instincted me in my mind, stimulate my mind to become a champion. So in the 25th year, when the school celebrated this Silver Jubilee, I became a champion in the school. So since then, I was improving my career, the college days. After joining the college, this is Devata Sri Sevananamalai College. It was only 2 years old when I joined. There was no proper infrastructure. Because there was a good coach, that is the reason I joined the college. I never mind about the infrastructure because I need a good guru. Guru is more important than infrastructure. You know that. So I joined the Sevananamalai College. So we used to train only the next to our college there is a school named by Deeperdo High School. It's a Christian institution. There's a school ground only. We used to train there. And we used to come along with the other athletes also. So coach used to wait us the ground. He was a district coach, district sports authority of Tamil Nadu, district coach. His name was Ramanathan. So we trained, and during my college days, when I was studying PUC, I became a inter-university champion, Gwalior. It was in 1973. I broke both records, 100 meters and 200 meters, Indian University record, and followed by nationals. So from Gwalior to Jaipur, just in a week time, I had to perform in Jaipur. That was my first nationals. In fact, I never expected that I'll become national champion because all others who ran with me in 100 meters are international, current internationals. Whereas I'm the only new stranger, I can say, 100 meters. But I went and I asked the coach, what there are internationals, how am I going to run? I set a new record in intervarsity. I am really scared, I said. No. You don't look at the competitors, you look at the watch. You run against the time. You run against the watch, he said. Yes, I never looked at when I was sitting in the block, the finals. I just ran and came first. So that has boosted me to become Asian champion, first nationals. And when I represented country in 1975, so after 1975, when I after winning the gold medal in nationals in Jaipur, I was offered a job in Southern Railway. So I had to discontinue my studies, degree. Actually, I was doing my first year BA. So I had to discontinue my studies so that railway is giving a lot of opportunities and encouragement to the sports person, as you all know. So I asked my coach, okay, this is up to you to join or not. Then I asked my parents, okay, you join. Anyway, after completing your degree also you are going to get the job. That is, you are getting before finishing the degree. That's all. Okay, I joined the college, railways at Chennai. And then I started representing the country. I joined 74, and 75, I started India in track and field. First was 1975 Asian track and field, held at Seoul. See, when I landed in Seoul, the stadium was huge, very huge stadium, which was not available in the country at that time. Okay, we all got the stadium only when we conducted the A22 Asian Games. All the infrastructure came up only after A22 Asian Games. So before that, first time seeing the synthetic track in 1975, where I run. See, that time I didn't have spikes, proper spikes for that. I had spikes only for the purpose of running in the grass or gravel or other tracks. But I didn't have specific spike to run that synthetic track. So what to do? It was a huge stadium. My first time seeing the track. Leave the training, leave the practice. First time seeing the track, rubber track. So I went and told the coach, sir, I didn't have spikes to run. Then he went and told that secretary of the federation. So he got me a spikes, on tiger spikes, which is specifically for made for this synthetic track. So just 2 days before the competition, I got the spikes and I ran. I took the bronze medal in 100 meters. See, what I'm telling you, coming to tell is this: when you have determination, nobody can stop you. Nobody can, no obstacle can stop you from your success. Then 1975, 76, 77, all gone. I took part some small meets. And the 78 came, this was Asian Games. You know, there's prestigious Asian Games. Once in 4 years. I was the only man who was qualified in 100 meters. Of course, we have about 10 to 15 sprinters. We were in the camp at Patiala. But I was the only one who qualified for the 100 meters for the Asian Games. What the fun was, after the qualifying, before going for the Asian Games, nobody had a hope on me. They were telling, including my coach who trained me, who were training me in the Asian Games camp. One Sardaji, you must have seen that Joginder Singh Saini, he is no more now. He used to coach me. Of course, he was a long distance coach and he used to coach some sprinters also sometime. So he also said, no, Jnanasen, you have no chance to win the medals in the Asian Games. I asked why, sir. No, after Milkha Singh, you know, playing Milkha Singh must have heard. After Milkha Singh, nobody could win medals in the Asian Games. He was the last person, 20 years back. He won medals in the 1958 Asian Games. So it was 1978. So 20 years gap, no sprinters could win a mini medal. So likewise, I think they might have thought of me also. I won't win any medals. But I was so determined to win a medal. I asked him, sir, why you are sending me to Asian Games at the cost of public money? Why to waste the money, I said. No, you are qualified. This is a duty to send you. Then why you are telling, when you know very well that I won't get medal, why you are sending me? What is the purpose of sending me? No, it is a rule. We are qualified. Okay. I will take it as a challenge, really. I have taken it as a challenge. I must win a medal. But I never expected I win the gold medal. My target was to win a medal. Because I want to prove. Because after Milkha Singh, nobody could win. At least I can prove in some way to win some medal. But at least bronze I want to win. But God's grace, within my determination, after winning the silver medal in 100 meters, I have become full confident that I can become a champion in 200 meters. Because, you know, I was little bit poor in starts. My reaction is little bit poor. That time there was no foreign coach, foreign training, only Indian coach, Indian training only. And nowadays, this government is giving a lot of preference, tremendous, definitely. They are doing well nowadays. The athletes are still doing well, part in sprints. See, I won the sprint, as he told me already read in my resume. After winning me, nearly 45 years over, no male sprinter could win a medal in the Asian Games, 100 meters, 200 meters. இது எனக்கு இது பெருமையாக இருக்கலாம், நான் சொல்கிறேன். ஆஸ் என் இண்டிவிஜுவல் எனக்கு இது பெருமை தான். ஆனால் கொஞ்சம் நினச்சி பாருங்கள், இது நாட்டுக்கு பெருமையான்னு நினச்சி பாருங்கள். See, any record, the records are made to be broken, right? Any record that should be broken then and there. அப்போ தான் அந்த ஃபீல்டு ஆரோக்கியமாக இருக்குன்னு அர்த்தம். தட் இஸ் இண்டிகேஷன். அப்படி இல்லாட்டி அந்த ஃபீல்டு ஆரோக்கியமாக இப்போ நம்ம பொதுவாக எல்லாத்துக்குமே எல்லா ஃபீல்டுக்குமே சொல்கிறேன், ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ்க்கு மட்டும், நாட் ஓன்லி ஃபார் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ், இட் பி எனி ஃபீல்ட், வாட் எவர் ரெக்கார்ட் இஸ் செட், that should be broken then and there. That means that is the indication that that field is healthy, right? So no, at least in the next Asian Games, Japan, it is going to well. Let us wait. At some sprinters, our Indian sprinters can do something. So I will be the first person to celebrate him. Okay, I will be happy. So later on, I was given Arjuna Award after winning the gold medal. And I became a national coach. I accompanied this Indian women's relay team, the team of Saini Wilson, Vandana Rao, Vandana Shanbak, Ashwini Nachappa, and Messi Kutan, all these five. I have accompanied as a coach for the Seoul Olympics in 1988. Then after that I quit. Then I started on private club at Chennai. I trained some of the people and they got opportunity, job opportunities in Southern Railway, ISTEP. So many people are working. So then after some time I got my coaching, I became a family man. So I got some lot of responsibilities to take care of my family. So this time they have invited me. I am really grateful to the step members. I am really honored. Wonderful hospitality they have given. Okay. Thank you, one and all. If you have any interaction, you can ask me. If you are interested, I love interaction. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I know you are all very technical people, other people. எனக்கு இது சம்பந்தமே இல்லாத மேடம். No way I connected this platform. Totally different platform for me. Okay, anyway, good thing. I really appreciate my organizers for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your powerful and inspiring words. Your experience and advice has not only captivated us, but also ignited a renewed spirit of determination and excellence within us. Your journey is a testament to perseverance and passion, and we are truly grateful for the motivation you have instilled in our audience today. Now may I kindly invite our President, Mr. Raja, and our General Secretary, Mr. Bala, to come on to the stage. May I kindly invite Mr. Subbu to felicitate our guest with the Ponnadai. Now may I invite Mr. Vadivelan to come up to the stage to felicitate our guest with the garland.
Dear friends, actually we approached Mr. Gnanasegaran sir because tomorrow we have the walkathon final, and for that we just approached him and he has accepted our invitation. One thing I want to tell you, and he is 71 years old, but nobody can believe. So what else, who can be the live example for showing our people to be fit? That's why we invited him, and tomorrow he will be addressing the walkathon participants. Thank you.
Thank you, sirs. Thank you for your wonderful time. We have come to the end of our wonderful session today. We once again thank all our sponsors whose continuous support propels the successful journey of TEF. We thank our event sponsor, Al-Balad General Trading Construction Company. We thank our presenting sponsor, KMMC, Golden Palm, and Nori. We thank our platinum sponsor, Satco, TransW, Aldora, KUF, and Al-Arfaj Engineering. We thank our silver sponsors, EDAC, GTC, Gulfspic, Oltac, and Sarvana Bhavan. We also thank our health partner, Shifa Al Jazeera Fahil. Before leaving for dinner, I have a small announcement. People on my right, please use the door on the right side to access the dinner area. And people on my left, please use the main door to access the dinner area. May I now invite Engineer Parthiban to deliver the vote of thanks, please.
Good evening, everyone. As we conclude this insightful event, it is my honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of Tamil Nadu Engineers Forum TEF 2025. First and foremost, our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest speaker, Mrs. A.S. Divya, for her detailed, enlightening presentation on legal awareness for NRIs. Your insight have provided us with much needed clarity and confidence in understanding. A sincere thank to our distinguished speaker, Mr. Vijay, future of flow control. Your expertise has broadened our understanding and given us valuable perspective of this evolving field. Our wholehearted thanks to our chief guest, Mr. R. Gnanasegaran, for sharing your inspiring journey and insightful experience with us. Your dedication and hard work serving as powerful reminder of values of discipline, resilience, and passion. We also extend our deep appreciation to our sponsors, especially our event sponsor, Dembala Walls. Your generous support enables TEF to organize impactful event that benefits all our members. A big thank to our all presenting platinum, gold, and silver sponsors for unwavering commitment and belief in our mission. To my fellow TEFians, thank you for your enthusiastic participation, your engagement in what makes TEF a thriving and dynamic community. I encourage you all to continue supporting our initiatives, and together we can achieve great things. Finally, a heartfelt thanks to the entire TEF team and our dedicated volunteers. Your hard work and meticulous planning ensured the seamless execution of this seminar. Your efforts behind the scene made this event resounding success. Thank you all once again. We look forward to more such an enlightening session in future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Parthiban. It's time to release some delicious dinner now. Good night from all of us from TEF 2025 committee. Bye for now, and see you all tomorrow at the TEF Walkathon Finale event. Thank you.
என்ன வச்சு நல்ல பாடம் கட்டிருக்கீங்க.